Hey, welcome back to Match Ball Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. How y'all doing? I noticed the bar is moving when I'm not talking, which means there's probably a lot of room tone. Maybe we can fix this. Give me 1 second. Relative silence. Welcome to Match Ball Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. It is currently Thursday, July 12th. How y'all doing? Helios, how's it going? Philip, Ola, Boring Val Decklist of the Week. Yeah, largely. I'll be alright. Game of Droids, how's it going? Jamie, what's up? I was playing that last night, got wrecked by it. SoCal Regionals was fun. Is SoCal Regionals filmed? Also YouTube, how's it going? Hello world. Zach, what's up? Kasoash, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, Cody. Good to see you again. This room tone, lucky you knowing your shit. Howdy from Brazil. Alan, how's it going? Did you get your gasoline back? That was a while ago now, wasn't it? Oh, you don't believe it was filmed? Dang it. Cold as balls in here right now. Oh man, I'm jealous of you. It cooled down a bit. I'm actually not sweaty. If I get too close to the exposure, it just makes me look shiny. I'm pretty clean. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you're having a good Thursday. I'm a bit under the weather today, so energy's gonna be a bit low, but that should be fine, largely. Is your AC still out? Hooded Archer, how's it going? So I do have like a window AC box. It's actually like just on the left of that chair right there. The thing is, it's too loud. It's actually been okay here in Montreal. Last week it went up to 46 degrees Celsius, which is like 115 Fahrenheit. It's actually the hottest it ever was in Montreal, from my understanding. It's more reasonable now. It's going down to like 16 at night, so hopefully we're gonna be okay. Right now it's regular chaos and corruption. Oh man. Hopefully everything's not going okay. Vincent, how's it going? Feel jealous too. It's 118 degrees here in SoCal. Yeah, it's not great, huh? We talk about the weather a lot here at Metro Good, and let me tell you, there's like 2 weeks of good weather here in Montreal, and it's in October, and it's beautiful. Howdy from San Francisco. Howdy, excuse me, from San Francisco. Maui, how's it doing? We going to dev server today for R&R cards? Yo, I goofed this, because like I opened up, let's get that out of there. Let's get that. There you go. I goofed this. I read this as like most Arena Reveries up, and I thought it was on this server, but turns out it's on our dev server. If you don't know, there's another server. For the Jinteki.net. It's called Jinteki.Zareth.net. Looks like there's no games up here. So what we're probably going to do, I think a lot of the cards are not fully implemented, but I wanted to test some Nat. Those in chat talking about a Nat deck. I don't know what that one is. There's a particular Nat deck that people are worried about. Respirocytes, Patchwork, Reciprocytes. I keep saying that one wrong, excuse me, and Guinea Pig. Let me know if you have that list. I wanted to build a Nat deck. I think even if the cards are not implemented, we can just probably play them manually. A lot of the Nat cards aren't particularly flashy. They don't require like ridiculous interactions or anything like that. You just kind of give yourself a credit every turn. Hopefully you remember. That's largely it. It's been very hot across the states as well. Yeah, it's been hot everywhere. Absolute. The worst. I can find it probably cool. Thank you. Otherwise, today we have a deck list of the week, and it was called out in chat as a boring deck list, and it actually has an interesting story here. This is Foil Flaws. 1 second, let me fix this. Okay, you can't really see it right up here, but this is Foil Flaws, who is Peter McOwen, and Peter McOwen ended up in the UK a couple weekends ago and actually won 2 regionals. I think it's 2 in a weekend, which is absolutely crazy. And maybe we'll zoom out even further. This whole like write-up is just kind of American versus England memes, which is pretty funny. That gets out of control. Now the deck lists are pretty, I don't want to say derivative, but like if you've seen competitive Val decks, largely they're pretty homogenous. A lot of the times, I think I've seen a lot more of the Val deck lists right now on, not on indexing, at least in my meta, there's more people playing RNG key and Find the Truth. This one's on indexing. And the reason why I think indexing Mad Dash is a bit harder to play right now, as much as actually some of the counter cards aren't that popular. Mirage used to be everywhere, which was kind of hard to do with indexing. But when you're playing Clan Vengeance and Zero, it's actually hard to keep power cards in hand. So sometimes you end up losing your indexings. Now you notice they don't even play same old thing. They play no recursion. So if you miss it, you miss it. This is also something, mind you, this is a thing that we've been talking about for a while now, that it seems like Zero and Clan Vengeance, I think mostly Zero, at least according to me, is a bit of a problematic card right now. It's probably needs to be restricted or something like that because it's kind of nuts. And we talked about this before, that I thought that a lot of the decks, competitive Val decks, would actually be dropping down to 2 or 1 Clan Vengeance. When this card, the combo came up, a lot of people were running 3, and you see that here. I think 2 is about right. If your meta is more Glacier, maybe you can consider 3. If it's a lot rushier, maybe just go down to 1. But 2 Clan Vengeance seems like the sweet spot, so I don't know. I don't think this card's as broken as other people do. I think 0 is. Oh, it's the Batman one. Okay, cool, Philip. I think actually I had that one open. Yeah, I do. Thank you, though. Dude, I've been trying to find a copy of the Underway, and I was actually able to find somewhere overseas that would ship to NA. Holy cow. Where'd you find it at, Archer? I'm actually interested to know how hard it is to find Netrunner cards now, whether people went and like hoarded them or not. Yo, Steven, what's up? Nat is great because I always struggle to pick who's the worst Anarch, and now I have my answer. On the bright side, I got my physical copy of Iron. I don't know. He doesn't seem that exciting. Credit to turn is some value. I think largely you play Nat, not because of the credit to turn, because you could play Valencia, and she's a credit to run. But because you play all the other synergy cards, and it's the ID that makes the most sense, there's a chance that it doesn't even. Like, you could probably play whatever the name of the decoder is in somebody else, but I don't know. Where'd you get your copy from, Steven? I'm so glad you could get R&R. Mad Dog, what's up? 0 problem card for sure. All the recent Enter decks seem to be the same. Yeah, they're all competitive decks are largely the same. When it becomes interesting is where they splash some of their cards, like the idea that this is an indexing deck makes it more different. The fact that it has a single hippo, I guess, makes it different. Only 1 turning wheel, slightly different, I guess, but everything else is the same. Most of them are running 1 Ice Carver. So you're liberated 2 Maxwell. This card is a hell of a card, considering people are trying to build a remote server and score with surveyors, and this helps a fair bit. I turned off the AC and the fans, so it's gonna start to get warm in here. Now, let me tell you, my stomach already doesn't feel good, so if I throw up, we'll cut the stream real hard. Give a hard cut there. But hey, congratulations all, by the way, to Peter McCowan. It shouldn't be understated. 2 regionals in the UK in a weekend is absurd. This is also a really good point to say that I've never lost to Peter McCowan. I'm currently 3-0 against him, so maybe I'm actually the bigger deal, right? Let's get some America in here. Also, it was the 4th of July last week, which is an American holiday where they celebrate America. So maybe this was a week too late, right? Ooh, that's not right. Ooh, that's right. Also, you notice I don't feel like Anarch got a lot from the new box. I think Criminal got a lot for sure, but you're not seeing a lot of the new cards from the box inside these sort of competitive decks. A lot of them are the same. I couldn't find the underwear anywhere in North America, not Amazon, cool stuff, mini market, various online hobby stores. My LGS and anything on like eBay is like $60+. Oh, that's really rough. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm wondering whether a lot of people are gonna just start proxying things. Like at some point, you can just proxy everything, right? Shmi guy was able to find a second copy and send it to me to try and bribe me for a hotel room worlds. Oh, that's really nice. How's Shmi guy doing? I agree, 0 is kind of busto. There was a guy that ran a deck with no breaker, won by Hades Shard, Ribs, 0 and Vengeance, piloted a top 4 finish at a local store championship. That's the thing, is like, okay, so Clan Vengeance is a really cool card anyways. Like, there was a store championship the year that we played a self-damage, like, I don't even think it's optimal, but we were playing Alice Merchant. And we ended up winning that store championship. And trash HQ enough. I was playing Fisk in that deck to force draws too. Hades Shard does just win games, and it's kind of hard to play around. You see people are playing around it too, playing rushier decks. I've even seen some decks that are running like 3 copies of, like some Glacier decks running 3 copies of, oh, there's no transition. Oh, that transition's broken, huh? 3 copies of, what's it called? Preemptive action. So people are teching to it to some extent. Divide and Conquer is getting played in other factions. Yeah, I think Divide and Conquer might be the only card that sees play. It's really good in a turning wheel deck. Ooh, gotta mute audio. I'm pretty sure that this deck would consider running a turning wheel. Sorry, a Divide and Conquer if it was running 2 turning wheels, because that seems like a really good include. Single turning wheel, not convinced. Ooh, and we've never played against the outfit, so this is actually gonna be really exciting. This is another new ID that I can't believe I haven't tried yet, considering how much I like the Wayland. So this ID gives bad publicity. Thanks, you too. We have bad publicity. And we want to figure out how they're going to possibly leverage that into a win condition. And a lot of time it's to do with a money differential and tags. So it's really good to have a good opening with economy. An employee strike probably does some work, and they're definitely a hostile takeover. But also just opening with the liberated accounts is probably better than any of these cards. Not a lot of these cards are good turn 1, so we're gonna go give that. That's the economy we want, right? Fisking to a big CD is pretty brutal. It is super brutal. I hate Clan Vengeance so much. Yeah, a lot of people really don't like it. Thanks for the bonus credits. Whoa! You get those? Oh, they actually get 3 credits when they start against Val. Hard countered. I didn't know that you got that. That's insane. That's basically Grendel. That's awesome. Maybe that's why we haven't seen a ton of R&R cards and popular stuff. Sorry, Vincent, why is that? Any news on the unboxing for the new expansion? I haven't seen anything from that box yet. Still waiting. Yeah. We can actually check this remote relatively easy with Maxwell James. I think we will. So if we dirty laundry HQ, we can put down the Maxwell James, run this remote server. That'll put us up some credits. This card has trace value, it has link value, which is kind of okay. We're worried around snare and stuff like that, I don't know. We won't be able to get down to liberated accounts. The question is whether we play the turning wheel. I don't think we do. I don't know what they rush turn 1. What did they rush turn 1? Not sure. Who is Ellis Judge? So they're going to try and give us a tag. This is probably actually this deck list that I saw today, the Edmonton winning. It might be that. Reality 3D is going to be pretty good for us. So we have to play around hard-hitting news. I don't think we want to trash that right now. Our money matters so much at the early game. Now they really can't afford to res this bad boy. Because then we'll be ahead in credits. So let's go. Also, hey Andre, how's it going? Nope, they're not supposed to get this. Oh, for real? Hey, why is that? Oh, we don't de-res that. They're running Archer, right? Game 3, take at least one bad publicity. Oh yeah, you don't take that. So, I don't know if you're meant to get the 3 bad pub credits. Because no one took the bad pub. Too late now. Oh yeah. Well, they didn't play IPO, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and de-res this. I want to see what they're rushing. Bear, how's it going? You think the ruling was a no? Oh, awesome. That's actually really good to know. That's a legal arms factory. That's pretty rough. We don't want to trash that, obviously. They can res that first. Now, we could just draw. We could gain a credit. 7 to 9. Having another credit's probably fine. Needs a UFAC. How is that rule? Do we know that? Yeah, starting with is different from taking. Whatever, I'm not going to fight it. That's fine. I'm actually of the mind that I want 0 to beat MW Del 2 with VLC. It's totally unnecessary card. Yeah, it's kind of insane. It's definitely a crazy card. Oh, apparently the Twitter tag's up there now. Okay. And we'll see if this matters. So we want to go trash this. Actually, we don't. We want to set up our money first. We'll run this last click maybe if we have enough economy. So they can decide whether they want to res it for 3 credits. I was hoping they'd rush an Atlas, but it looks like if this is going to be what their server's in. Okay, well now we have to deal with their other stuff. I don't know what the other stuff is. It's probably like Reality 3D, which is still pretty expensive at 6 to trash. Another bad pub though helps a fair bit. Do we want to trash this right now? No, we don't. So our turn is definitely play liberated accounts, and then this actually probably does Ellis Judge. I think we just want to play this and hit it a couple times. We want to get that credits up so that we can start running with them, because we have to watch out for the what's it called? The one that robs us of a credit. 4 credits, economic warfare, and then hard-hitting news. And hard-hitting news into Zealous Judge will be an issue. We have no meat damage protection, so we're gonna have to go. Hey David, how's it going? It's sort of live. Some of the cards are there. They're not all implemented. The majority of them are implemented, are up for testing on the test servers, but not so much here. It's like how Grendel didn't get 2 bad pup against Val. Yeah, that seems reasonable. What the shit is this? Okay. So anytime we hit a snare, then they res Zealous Judge. We want to get more money. Like if they score an Atlas here, it's really not the end of the world. So I think we can inject to see good stuff. We found a strike. We lost the turtle. We have an MK Ultra, unless they're playing Forma Carry, which we know they're largely not right now. We just kind of want to get our credits up. We can considering injecting again. That's cool. We have too many cards in our hand. We could index. kind of hard to do right now. And if we play Employee Strike, we want to play Employee Strike now because they could res something that gives them bad pub. Like, that's kind of the beauty of playing that that one card. You know the one. What else do we do here? If we go down to too few credits, they can SIUS, SUIS, and then we'll have a tag, and then they res Zealous, which would be an issue, so we need to take the credits. This is our only multi-access card besides indexing. We'll keep it. I think the Clan Vengeance right now doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's get rid of it. Some R&R cards are totally fine to proxy on JNet. Yeah, like Patchwork is easy to proxy. A lot of Anarch ones are. Apathy, how's it going? So they should have 3 fewer credits. That matters. Consulting visit. What's that going to be? Probably for a current, I imagine. Probably playing the one that makes a credit every time we run. Paywall, right? Because it looks like there's a lot of things we need to run. People try to manually do Paragon. Oh man, Paragon's probably so brutal. Alright, when you're doing it manually, you have to look at the top of your deck, put on bottom. It's just not easy. There's no easy way to do it. Mind you, also, if they're not scoring agendas, they're going to flood up, right? Because they're drawing 2 cards a turn. They don't have a lot of credits to do stuff with stuff. Deck does not have currents. Oh, cool. It looks like it is this deck. So they don't have currents. High profile target, Hunter. They're on Hunter Seeker. It's good to know, but they don't have lockdown. It looks like they're just going to score a hostile, giving us a bad pub. They don't get extra. They actually gain an extra 3 credits. Does that work? This strike? Is that the ordering here? Copy paste command. Speaking of unimplemented NR cards, are we going to talk about Divide and Conquer at some point tonight? Yeah, probably. Do they get those 3 credits? I forget what beats when. Alright. Start checking stuff, I guess. They're really not rushing out to the score, but they're going to start rezzing stuff. And we have 2 bad pubs, so a lot of these things we trash really cheap. Like, that's 2 to trash. I don't think they can recur this stuff either. It's a hostile. That's good, I guess. Server 2. Might be another Zealous. And we can just click this for 4. We'll probably be okay. Yeah, there we go. And so now that we're at 17, so even if they hit us twice with 2 of the Economic Warfares, we're probably fine. That's pretty good. I think actually they'd give us this because it's a 5 credit swing, right? They gain 3. It's not horrible. No one would be the same as Saul. Threat Alpha seems good in Crazy Credits outfit. Yeah, Threat Alpha is a hell of a card. SUI is kind of similar. The thing is, like, there's not a single good single-click punishment. Like, the best is close to counts, right? Threat Alpha is a pretty scary card. I think actually indexing here is pretty good, but we might just want to slow down and hit Liberated because it doesn't look like they're drawing a lot of ice. Archer's online too. It's a good time to face check Archer. They're hardening using us. Okay, I don't know if they're going to come out on top of that one. They shouldn't get them right. It's like when Titan scores an Atlas. They don't get it. Yeah, I don't think they should get the 3 credits. 13 to 17. Okay. This seems fine. Like, we're just going to clear them and we'll have more money than them. Like, we just lose a turn. Like, there's no Zealous on the table, right? That's why you do Zealous, because then you res Zealous. And then that's the thing. It's also if they res Zealous, then we clear 3 and then trash one of their assets. They're Zealous, right? And then we have 1 tag, and it's very hard for them to capitalize on that. They have to, like, install Zealous, use Zealous. There's not very good single tag punishment in Wayland, so it's kind of a rough play. And now we are in the credit lead. So we can just install our Liberated. Probably hit the inject and try and look to close the game with an indexing Mad Dash because they are running legitimate 3-pointers. Oh, having breakers is probably good too. But we know their ice is expensive. And their hand's probably flooding up too with this thing going. We've seen 2 agendas so far. I think we run this first click. Oh, too big to fail! Right, I forgot. They can recover relatively easily. That's a new card. Gain 10 credits. We get a bad pub though. I think we'd probably just inject for breakers if we get breakers. We have 2 types of breakers. We can probably run this. And then click for 2. Like, we'll get hard hitting and used again. Economic Warfare. So we can install Paperclip and get through this. It's going to cost us 2 credits. We actually could consider jacking out to run again, which I think is right. Okay, hold on. If we jack out to run again and we use credits to trash, this is better for us. It's like clicking for a credit, which we would do anyways. So we actually shouldn't have 8 credit. Yeah, we did. We spent a real credit. So if we have to trash something here, this is technically better because we can spend 2. Yeah, so we can rerun here. This is fine. It's an Atlas. That's good. So taking credit here is good. I don't think we ever want to give a mining accident. We're going to get enough bad pub. So it's likely we could convert credit. If we had something to trash in there and we were going to trash it, it's like saving 2-3 credits. It's fine. I've been trying to mess with too big to fail in Blue Sun. It's fire to res, huge ice, pay TBF, and then later pull the ice back. Oh, that's actually really interesting, Vincent. I thought originally too big to fail would be bad in Wayland on the basis that you're generally over 10. But you're right. If you do actually hard res and ice, that's a cool recovery mechanic. That's kind of interesting. It's worth looking into. Yeah, corpse fire their ability first on their turn. So I don't think they shouldn't have got 3 credits from this. They shouldn't have got 3 credits from that. And they should have been 11 credits, which is a huge difference here. Because now they could actually consider like doing economic hard hitting news. So we gotta slow down here. All right, they're not making us do anything. So we're just gonna get that money going. What else do we inject? A turtle. And then server? Oh, fix it up. All good. Ideas off doesn't see the score for Sol, but E-Strike is gone with hostile fires, bad pub, isn't it? I don't know. I think those are all the same triggers. That's when. Okay, all right. Well, that makes me think this is not a bankers group, but I don't know if that would be a bankers group. Let's just take all the money. Oh, it's an SIU, which they're resing now. That's fine. Oh, well. So I think, oh, they accidentally clicked on it because they're trying to move it. Okay, so this is a new card, SIU. Trace 3. If successful, give the runner 1 tag, which is really good with Zealous Judge, but as long as we have more money, we're in a good spot. And it's really scary with a lot of stuff. Again, single tag punishment isn't a real big thing Wayland can do right now. So it largely comes down to comboing it with Zealous Judge. And we got 2 of them out of the game. Yo, Nail, how's it going? Happy Thursday to you as well. Yo, Puppy, how's it going? It's been a while. And Netrunner killed my desire for it. Ah, it's so hard. That's really shitty to hear. Sorry about that. Hope you're feeling better. The game's still kind of in a cool spot right now. So there's a lot to still enjoy as much as some people are riding it out in some ways. So we definitely don't steal this. Like, we let them have that for sure. And the indexing is still pretty sweet here. I think we can consider just indexing, see if we win. We actually probably want to draw anyways. Let's indexing, and then maybe I've had worse into a mad dash. They have no Atlas token scored, so they can't shuffle, no executive boot camp. So this looks like a good indexing. Hard-hitting news, reality 3D, too big to fail. Hortum, consulting visit. Okay, so that's pretty bad. So we'll put Hortum on the bottom because we don't have an answer to it just yet, do we? Consulting visit? I don't want them to have that. They can have this. I'll take 4 bad pub. Okay. Let's draw up some. We got Hippo, which is okay. We have a Strike, which is kind of silly when that's on the table. We can consider running HQ here. Mouseless is kind of the worst case scenario. I think we just want to get rid of this and probably take 4 more credits. Daily cast would be really nice. Yeah, we don't want to worry about that thing. Just take some more money. They can score that. Fallout, how's it going? Do you think 1 is pronounced CU? That's interesting. Is it just CU? That's really cool. I like that a lot. How's it going, by the way? Isn't a thing Wayland can do right now means we'll never be able to do since card pool is already completed? Yeah, it's true. And they have 10 credits, which means they actually can't play too big to fail. So we don't want to give them an opportunity to spend credits. That would be bad. So let's not. Let's find our code gate breaker. Let's find a code gate breaker. We did not. They can score another hostile through this. Is it 10 or fewer, or is it just 10? Fewer than 10. So they actually can't score it. I guess they could advance an ice if they have an ice wall. So let's go ahead and play that. We really need a breaker. We need a bit more money. And then Netrunner sent me on a buying spree. Same. Spent like 400 in the next month for an announcement. I only owed all the deluxes and old core and a new core. Hey, it's kind of in some ways cool for the consumer that you know you can buy everything and not have to worry about it again. It's like a one lump payment. That's what I did for Doomtown when it ended, and that was kind of cool. That's like a positive thing about the game ending, right? Literally started playing a week after the end of the game announcement. Such a cool game. Hey, welcome to the stream. That's unfortunate to hear. But welcome. It's still a great game. You'll have it forever at least. So hopefully you're enjoying it. If you have any questions, by the way, don't hesitate to ask. So we know what this is. This is the Bad Pub credit card. They're over 11 credits. We know this is likely a Hortum, so we don't actually want them to spend credits. Be able to spend credits, because then we can't. Oh, actually, this is worth playing now. Then we can't hit them. They can play too big to fail. And we know the next 4 cards aren't anything important, so that would have been cool at some point. We could consider running archives and playing this. Another Bad Pub. What are we at right now? 3? Okay. It's going to say more money is good, and more money is what we have. And we can threaten with Hippo. I think all the other cards in our hand are okay. This one's probably not necessary. Their ice doesn't look like it's that good, and they're probably going to give us another Bad Pub. I doubt they're going to res this thing, considering that it's just not great for them. I had a decent collection, picked up CD, and 14 data packs. Now in pretty good shape. They actually resed this! For a credit a turn, they give us 4 Bad Pub. They don't even get 3 credits for it. I don't think you res this. It's a pad campaign. We trash for... Excuse me. We trash for very... Oh, shit. Oh, they actually might win this, because we just literally can't break an Enigma. Probably should have been drawing harder, huh? No. 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 Oh, we lose. Oh, well, good game. Whew. We just did not draw our 0. We just did not draw anything else. There is Enigma. They still have enough credits for this. Wow, that's brutal. Yeah, we just don't have anything. Wow, we lost to Enigma. That's hilarious. It did slow us down a bit, right? We couldn't be super aggressive. Maybe we wanted to run HQ. Maybe denying them the too big to fail credits was wrong. Oh, that's really rough. Mad dash it, right? We know this is Enigma, David. How's it going? Well, why are they scoring that? Oh, we had a click left. Oh, well, okay, GG. So our second last card and 5 cards down. Oh, that's really bad. Wow, that's rough. Hero Mad Dash? There's no way that we win with a Hero Mad Dash, right? Oh, actually, you're right. Wait, we should have Hero Mad Dash. I don't know why they just, like, we should have Mad Dash there. I don't know why they just ended the game. We had a click left. I guess we said GG, right? Mad Dash R&D, we knew what the card was. Like, it's been 4 turns. We've indexed this card. I think this card's, whatever we put at the bottom. It's only been 4 turns. Clyde, how's it going? Yeah, we did say GG. Yeah, that sucked. Yeah, you really need to find 0, huh? Hell of a card. And this deck doesn't play Earthrise anymore, right? We know this is a Hortum, we know this is Enigma, so we can't get through. This is fine, right? Like, this is not an issue. We could actually Mad Dash to Archives. That's what our play would be if we had any play. But it seemed like a pretty low play. Yeah, we can't get through this. Oh, it's actually not even a Hortum. Doesn't matter, though. We still can't deal with it. We could in theory have Rebirth into Omar to run Centrals. That actually probably was our best line of play, considering that there's no way that we install the Paperclip and draw at the same time. It's impossible. Hey, you too. Not sure what you mean by peak. Do you think about splashing Begot into Adam to be able to trash the cards you peak? I think you would trash a card at random and then peak the next one. Like, I would choose a Fallout in the different order. I don't think you trash the card that you see. You'd always just trash a random card. And then look at the next one. Now you have 2 choices. I don't know if you would ever want to see the card and then trash it. Because you can just run Archives a lot of times, but that's interesting. Begot's a cool card. Not a lot of people play it. I have a bunch of friends who are getting into the game, so I'm building decks for everyone for now. I think I have a good enough pie for that. That's a cool thing too. It's so easy to build decks and keep the thing around like a board game. It's also really easy to build a cube or something like that. Yeah, doing nothing is never the right play. Oh, we're doing this again. Welcome back. I came in last turn. Oh, hey, Chris, how's it going? Also, no worries. Okay, it's CTM, huh? Okay, against controlling a message, you want employee strike in your hand. You want in a mining accident in your hand, and you want money. All good. You do want money. What would controlling the message be playing that's new right now? SIU is pretty big deal. I think fly in the wall is the biggest deal. So we're going to try and always keep some money on liberated accounts in case they give us a tag and close their accounts. But this hand is not great. That's the card we want, right? Like, we want to be able to get bad pub turn 1, so we have 2 bad pub for trashing assets and traces. That's a really, really, really big deal. And if they pay the 5 credits down, it's actually really bad for them. It's really rough for them if they lose 5 credits. It looks like this one's asset spammy, so... So we could actually consider dirty laundering one of these cards. So that we can access without having 5 credits in our hand, which is really good, because the big thing that we hit turn 1 is Mumbad Virtual Tour. Now we'll access with 3 credits in a bad pub, so we can steal agendas and stuff like that. Let's try it out. We want to hit Rashida, if we really can. It's a calibration testing. That's fine. Oh, we want to run the Central, though. Okay. We can play this and we play that. And they probably go down to 0. Oh, we got 15 minutes, too. That's good that we store that so they can't exchange of information. And we'll play the Sure Gamble after, so this looks like a harder decision. But God is for influence. Jim, how's it going? So they go down to 0. All right, so we have 2 bad pub, which is huge. And then we can go up to the 10 credits. So we don't know what this card is. We have a stim hack if we really need to trash something. And it's a bankers group that they rezzed at the wrong time. That's all fine. That's fine. They're just fixing it. So we can go trash that and just have to worry with the trace. So they might actually just jam a Beal here? Or a fly on the wall? Either of those, it's not that big of an issue. If they close our accounts right now, it's kind of rough. Oh, it's just an Aries. Okay, that's obnoxious. They spent a lot of money on that, though. If we draw into a Dirty Laundry, it's really good. That's actually really good, too. So we have to take 2 traces. That's really rough. We need to get rid of this, though, 100%. We can even float 1 tag. The worst is closed accounts. I can't. That's probably worth it, that play. That cost them a lot of money, but... Whew. Begotten that just to see what you trashed. I get it, but yeah, I think it's not worth it. It's probably worth playing the card. I just don't think you do in that order. I think you just begot for value and then see the top. So trace 4. The other option is take 2 tags. Excuse me. I think take 2 tags seems good. We can remove both of the tags. You definitely want to remove 1 tag so we just don't die to... Oh, they can't really credit boom, can they? We can clear another tag. Next turn we can hedge fund and come out of it. Because they don't have many econ cards. They're not on hedge fund a lot of times. So we can kind of just like go crazy. I don't know what this is. It's probably a virtual tour. And the only thing we have to worry about here is commercial bankers group. Because nothing else is a good res. Mumbad virtual tour would be pretty gross. Let's see. So a really good thing to do is when they have a card like Aries score, this is the first time per turn. Oh, that's rough too. The best thing you can do is trash multiple cards at 1 turn. So that you only deal with the CTM trace once and the Aries trace once. Why'd they risk sponsorship? That's huge. So like right now, if they install another card, we can go trash Bankers Group and then go trash 2 other things. And that's really good. It gets around the tax that they're implementing here. So one of the best things you can do is just set up your economy and then start trashing things. We might even consider like stim hacking this just so that we can like do trace 4 and not have the tag. That honestly might be worth it because we got to just make sure that everything's trashed. Rashido is huge for them, right? There's not many other cards. That actually is like so bad for us, Rashida into Bankers Group. And this only matters. It looks like they're on a like a mean fast advanced version. Oof. If that's where they're putting the virtual tours, that's fine with us. I think. So you want to go trash everything. So this is likely more expensive than Bankers Group, so we can consider just stim hacking it. If we lose our turning wheel, it sucks, but whatever. We just gotta make sure that we keep them down. If you fuck up once against this matchup, if you mess up against controlling the message, early game it's a bit harder, but in the late game, oh, it's a Mani Sanai, so it's a good thing we trash that for free. Now we can go trash everything, and we clear 1 tag. This is really good. And they chose not to trace us. Cool, so that just passed. So now we trash all this stuff for free. Do we trash sponsorship? I don't think we do. We lost another stim hack, which is kind of rough. We kind of wanted that. We could go trash this for 5, but that seems brutal. Hippo's okay when they have very little ice. We don't want to trash this for 2 credits. Actually, we probably should have trashed that for 2 credits. Because this lets them bring back all this other shit we have to trash, and that's pretty rough for us. If you stim hack installing a turning wheel first, they're not icing anything. I don't even think we want to spend a click and 2 credits to install the turning wheel. Like, if we're going to win, it's because we trash everything. It's not because we're going to get a big multi-axis. Like, generally a single indexing will just do it at some point. This is also an issue. Just don't find our breakers, huh? Well, you gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta strike. Got some more money. Lost our hippo. Been unfortunate. If worst case here is, of course, they score a Beal and this sponsorship fires. We probably should have trashed the sponsorship. Oh, it's just a DBS. That kind of filters their draw. I think their hand probably has a couple agendas in it. The thing is, like, we got to get our economy to be really strong before we can hit a Mumbat Virtual Tour. Either that or really weak. You either want to be above 5. I mean, below 5 or much above 5. We'd also consider stim hacking HQ. I think it's probably right. And this is also a big deal. CTM decks generally aren't running concurrents. Scarcity would be the one option. They're generally not doing it, so this helps a lot because it basically saves us a tag every turn. I think we want to go check that. So we install this, we go down to exactly 5. It's kind of rough. I guess we had bad pub, it doesn't really matter. We'll play a strike. We'll run this. Actually, no, that's pretty bad. Because they can hard hitting news us super easily, because we'll still have a tag. So we probably shouldn't have played that. We definitely shouldn't have played that. We'll take the money. I'm expecting them to close our accounts with CU or something like that. So keeping 4 credits on liberated accounts is probably the right play, always. Career Fair liberated with Patchwork cost 1. Yeah, it's pretty good. Patchwork seems really good. Turntable is probably better in this matchup, but Patchwork is a hell of a card. It's like Blue Moose, right? We also probably should be using this every turn. So they didn't do anything with this, which means it's definitely not a Bankish Creep, which is the most important. It could be an Amani Sanai. A lot of these decks are running 1 or 2. And I think if it was the upgrade that lets them fast advance, they would have iced it. So I think we're going to hit 0 and just hope that we don't hit our stim hack. There's a chance we draw, so we have a better chance of hitting something else. What does SIU do? It's an asset that you risk for 3, and it says at the beginning of the turn, trash this asset to do a trace 3, give the runner a tag. So it's like a C source that doesn't need a run. It just needs a credit differential. They installed ice before they drew. Always wrong. Alright. Inject's good here. Alright. Got a paperclip in the bin. They're running a lot of barriers a lot of the times. I think we just want to keep going with our money. Putting this down, hitting a 2. Clan Vengeance is also really strong because it stops us from playing around counter cards. We want to get that down, but I don't think we need to just yet. We're pretty safe against All Seeing Eye. We do have 2 bad publicity, but we want to get Clan Vengeance down and start hitting things, and I don't think we need to index. CV time sounds right. I really don't know what this is. I'm worried it's an Amani Sanai, which is obnoxious. You can leave 4 credits on here so Sanai bounces them. It's their choice, but I guess in some cases it's going to work out for you. I think we're actually going to lose one of these to damage. It's not the right time to fire this. They're really spamming hard. I don't know what all this stuff is, but maybe more team sponsorships. We can definitely check some of these. Like most of their ice, they spend more money than we do, considering we have 2 bad pub. It's an Enigma. That's actually obnoxious. That does end the run. We just gotta make sure they have few credits, right? And we don't want to run this last click because we can't really trash anything. I guess we'll just install this. Not a great turn. Are you gonna take an Ares tag on using CV, right? Yeah, you are. Ares does do the trashing. The runner does the trashing. So enhance AR and security does give a tag. You gotta play around that. Because we do the trashing. We don't force the corp. So that's gonna bring back team sponsorship, which is pretty annoying. At least they're going down to 1 credit, and if they install something, we can go trash it likely. Now, mind you, Rashida, they can ice up, which is obnoxious, but we can do it. I'm still planning on doing an R&R unboxing for sure. I wanted to do some more testing because there's a lot to test. I think we can talk about Criminal pretty comfortably. And it got rid of our employee strike. That employee strike was garbage. We should not have played that when we played that. It's just not right. Rashida Yahim is coming into the table behind Enigma. Not great for us. Rashida plus DBS, such value. Let's go find our breakers. Sort of did. Not really, though. We hit the Stimag, which is great. The question is whether we just play I've had worse. I think we want to play the I've had worse. Then we play our code gate, then we run this, so we have a tag. So I think we can run maybe server 9. Run server 8. I don't know what 8 is either, because they would have res just about anything else. Rashida's going to fire, so getting the pressure on with Clan Vengeance is pretty good. Oh, no, we didn't want to install that. Excuse me. So we had 2 bad pub, 2 credits. I just trace. You can trace. Actually, no, we'll install it. Hold on. Thinking. We could trace and break it for 2, or we can install this and break it for 3. Yeah, I think I did. I largely did. Yeah, probably. Not used to it. Yeah, undo click is a thing you can do. I'm solely not used to it though. We can run this break for 1 access. We can just trace 2. Saves us what? 2 credits. 3 credits. I think we have enough money lead to not be worried about it. Okay. We're gonna have to probably clear 1 tag here. Maybe 2. I don't know what this is. It's Lady Liberty. Whoa. We don't trash that. We have a good counter to that with Clan Vengeance. I think we need the card draw. So, still, code gates have been a problem for this game and the last game. We do have a play with Maxwell James to de-res this, but running this central seems kind of rough. So I think we're just going to take some money. Keep up. Oh yeah, right. Hand size, huh? This is actually good. It gives us a link. Makes some things easier. The strike is good. The daily cast is good. We have 2 of these. This is probably good. Don't love it. I think this laundry is probably the worst. It's a run in 3 credits. That's actually a lot of money. Okay. What is... Oh, sorry. So Rashida fires. That's 3 credits plus some amount of cards because daily business show fires. So you get a pretty good choice. So we know what this is. We still don't know what server 8 is. But their ice largely is not great. Now the difference is, of course, that we can't break an Enigma. This was our only way, and we did throw it out. We want to make sure we fire this every turn. If it hits the dirty, I've had worse, it's an absurd amount of value, for sure. I hope we just don't lose to Enigma 2 games in a row, which is not impossible. Whew. If you're just tuning in, by the way, my name's Andre. Welcome to Matchball Grid. This is probably a good thing to go check. We play this, hit the Vengeance. If we think these are 2 Mumbed virtual tours, we can start checking things with like relative impunity. There's not many other upgrades you'd strap on servers. We know 2 of these are out of the game too. Oh wow, okay, we're going wild here, hog wild. Gotta keep them down, so we'll make some money and runs at the same time. It's a bankers group, fantastic. So we're not going to take the tag, we're going to take that tag. Now if this is a Quantum Kitty, we're going to get punished a wee bit. But we want to go trash things, we want to trash as many things as we can in a turn. It's a sponsorship. Well, we're already here. It's kind of annoying to trash a sponsorship when there's another sponsorship, but this is how you lose the game, right? And we'll go ahead and remove that tag. It's a pretty good turn, besides the fact that we didn't use 0. And again, they're at 5 credits, they're going to be clicking for credits. Oh, they actually rezzed it! They rezzed it! Now, this doesn't score agendas, which is pretty good for us. Like, it doesn't actually fire team sponsorship, so we don't actually have to worry about that. No worries. Yeah. Add an agenda? They're using it? Oh, just to add a 1-point agenda. So none of this fires. It actually keeps the current on too. So this is great. I want to play Chronos Protocol in the 0 meta. It's probably okay. I don't think it's much better than anything else though, because a lot of people are not. Yeah, it's probably just as good. Okay, so none of these should fire. Like our strike should still be on. And they shouldn't sponsorship. Because this doesn't score, it says add an agenda, and that's a really big deal. Because you don't fire the abilities on these things. Getting the score, though, is not terrible. It's obviously good. Oh, none of that fires. Yeah, this adds. I thought this card trashed itself. This card does not trash itself. What? I thought this card trashed itself. That's insane. Did y'all know that? I thought it was a one-time use. That's why I didn't trash it. Well, they have no money. That's good. Hopefully this works out for us. It did. It did not. Excuse me. Rebirth to Quetzal. Not a lot of value here. We need to get rid of that. Then we're going to clear 2 tags. We got to get rid of that. And then I think we're in a comfortable spot. Damn. Could you explain that card, Alan? This one says 3 clicks, add an agenda from HQ to your score area with an agenda limit card, like with agenda points exactly equal to the amount of counters on that. We got to clear 2 tags, which is fine. They can't really hard hitting use us. We're on 7, or they're on 0, which is really good. We also want to trash this soon. I think we rebirth into Omar. The problem with I don't even know if we rebirth into Omar. I think we might just rebirth into Edward Kim to have another link because they're not icing centrals. We can also consider rebirthing into our friend. We have no virus counters in this deck, I guess, besides Amakula, but we could consider rebirthing into Freedom Kamalo to be able to trash like this, but I don't think it's great. Yeah, fuck, we're gonna lose the resistor. Luckily, they don't have credits to score. Atlas is interesting. I think the link though from Edward Kim and the ability. Actually, Edward Kim's wrong because AR enhanced security fires. Yeah, exactly, Jankovic, totally. Is there a card that manipulates power counters? Well, this one gets a counter at the beginning of every turn. There's one power counter card. It's a pretty bad Wayland agenda. I had an idea, Lady Liberty in a harp deck with a ton of 1-pointers. You can't do that, actually, Vincent. Because this gets a thing every turn. So first turn you get a 1-pointer, second turn you get a 2-pointer, third turn you get a 3-pointer. After that, it's done. Like, there's I guess there are 4-point agendas in the deck. Yeah, it doesn't work. It's really weird because if this had 4 counters on it, you don't have to trash it because they're not running Vanity Project, right? So not sure what this is. I think we definitely play this. Let's see what our options are. Like Quetzal doesn't do that much. Omar is not particularly great. Max is honestly not the worst choice here because we just need card draw. Edward is really bad because if we hit an operation, all these fire unless we run Archives first. Reina Roja has a link and makes him spend more credits on ice, which is honestly also not the worst. I'd rather be doing that than running Archives as far as I'm concerned. Let's get a link and make them spend more money. Most of their ice is cheap, but whatever, we're Reina. Hit that. Hell yeah, you hit that. I think we run this. I don't think it's an agenda. Actually, do we run this? So if we run this, we go down to 4 credits if we don't trash something. And they go credit hard-hitting news. They may trace 5. Yeah, actually, that's kind of bad. What do we got? One more indexing in the deck. We're not really worried about anything here. They can't score an agenda. We'll just take the money. We'll be fine. JK. So we can throw out. Yeah, it's probably good to throw this one out. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. It's her again. Which we wouldn't have trashed there because we would have taken 2 tags, so it's fine. It's just this card's insane. They have 18 cards in R&D. They have a lot of agendas in hand and not much to do with them. I guess they now have 5 credits and they know they're going to need 2 ice on this remote server if they want it to do anything cool. So I guess a lot of our turn is just making sure that this gets up to speed so that we can wipe their whole HQ and then not have to worry about them. think we inject to find daily casts or gambles, hit the Clan Vengeance or the Zero, and then just make money. Because they're not playing any... All their defensive upgrades seem to be on R&D and HQ, so we can probably win on their shitty remote. And they have 9 cards in hand, right? Oh, man. There's a lot of acid hate in this Rain and Reverie, but I don't know if a lot of them are going to see play. By far the criminal stuff is the best, because it's just universally good. The Anarch stuff seems more dedicated to like niche decks. I sometimes like to fire Clan Vengeance right after Rashida before the Corp can use any of their cards. I think that's not wrong, Apathy. I think that's right a lot of the times, but specifically in this setting, if we do that, we take 2 tags because we trash their cards, and then this fires, which would be bad for us. Miss Bones is not bad. Miss Bones is definitely okay, but I think by far the best acid card is probably like Paragon and Bankroll and all that. So we can consider taking 8, running this. It's not the worst. If we trash something, we need to get rid of... Yeah, we actually want to get in here for sure. I don't know what this could be. I don't think it's an agenda. It might just be another Rashid. It's a Turnpike. Which, we lose the credit and they do Trace 5, so we're going to go ahead and install this. It's cheaper. Actually not that cheap for us. So we break it. We lost the credit. They paid 4 for it though, or 3 for it, so... Yeah, they did. Good tax. We want to keep this strike on as long as possible. It's a Mumbed Virtual Tour. Oh, damn it. We got a lot of tags on us. We got 2 tags, so we trashed the Virtual Tour. So we died a Boom. So we're going to go ahead and just remove 1 tag. So they can manually trash the Clan Vengeance if they want to. We can consider popping this. That was really rough. That was a good play on their part. That's probably the last Mumbed Virtual Tour though. The DBS has been going on so long, it's going to get a lot harder to shuffle 50 minutes. Yeah, it is. No remove? Sorry? Hit CV before you end your turn? Yeah, we already trashed the thing. We probably should have used Clan Vengeance on their turn, you're right. Take 4 off resource, trash their hand. It only trashes 3 of 5. The chance of us trashing a Boom is pretty high. A lot of these builds are running Archive Memories. Maybe actually this one isn't because they only have 12 influence. But yeah, that's probably right actually, just hitting the Clan Vengeance right there because they trashed it. Yeah, I think you're right. I still think we're in an okay spot. Even if they trash this, we're in an okay spot. But yeah, we definitely should have Clan Vengeance right there while we already trashed a card this turn. With 1 credit, again, if that's Rashida, we look dumb, but that's largely all that matters. Turntable's good. Another bad pub is good. Yo, what's up, Net Jogging? How's it going? Yeah, we have no more economy anymore. I think we misplayed that pretty poorly. Pretty bad. We actually could have considered going to tag me there. Might not have been the worst. Oh no. Oh boy, what have we done? Turntable's good, because they still have 3-pointers. They probably buried a bunch of them. I think at this point they're cycling through their deck. Luckily they're on 1 credit. As soon as they click 2, the remote is scary. We have 2 bad pub though. So the remote costs, like that's an expensive remote. Like they didn't spend a lot of credits on this, and this one's 3, this one's 4. Ugh. Pretty good, huh? Oh boy, what do we do? What do we do? We have another indexing in our deck. What kind of economy could we possibly be needing right now? Blind Mad Dash R&D soon. They'll be cramming agendas in there. Yeah, it's probably not wrong. It's not a lot of 1-pointers. They probably have another 1-pointer in their deck. I'm pretty convinced this is a Beal. I just want to make sure that we have enough credits to not get hard-hitting news. Even if we hard-hitting news, I think we yellow them. Because if they hard-hitting news us, like, they can't psychographics out. They could be on Boom. But they can't psychographics us. Exchange of information doesn't matter unless this is a food. Then we would look dumb. So this is 367. 367. Christ. Making this not very useful. Run centrals while under 5 to dodge MVT. It's really hard with 2-bad pub. With 2-bad pub, we're almost never under 5. Like, we have to run with 2 credits, and it's very hard to get to that point. How many influence have we seen so far? Oh, Heroes, right? Thinking. A bunch. Like, a fair bit, right? Like, we've seen 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Don't know what this is. Boom is like, what, 3? And they seem to really want to tag us. It looks more asset spammy than boomy, though. But a lot of times, those do it. They actually might be even playing economic warfare. So if we do this, we have 5, 6, 7. Oh, we can do this, right? We can't trash anything in that server. But if we do this, we have 5 with 2-bad pub. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Let's go. Yeah, largely if they hard-hitting news us here, we do go tag me. And I think there's going to be a lot of agendas on the top. And with Turning Wheel, even a single like exchange is not that bad because they don't win. They get close, though. They get really close. Okay. That's fine. What is this? Another calibration testing? I don't know. Yeah, we really need that clan vengeance. There's a lot of agendas in here. We just don't have the economy to deal with this. That sucks. There's probably agendas in HQ for sure. Oh no! Oh no, there's so much money now. We really need this to win, so we're gonna install that before we hit that. Oh, never lucky, huh? If this is an SIU, installing this is gonna be a big mistake. But now they can threaten fast advance. If they threaten fast advance, they're gonna be on a lot of points. They install this to get Rashida. There's even a chance they win. Maybe this is Arella. No, they put Arella in the same server. I think that's her name, right? Yeah, those are definitely virtual tours on both servers. I don't know if we can win this. We have to get super stupid lucky on R&D. And we just lost our Mad Dash. That's not good. Ugh. That Clan Vengeance misplay is probably huge. They likely had 6 points in hand of 2 foods. Maybe they just buried everything. Letting this go the whole turn game is like a huge mistake. Turntable Mad Dash archives. Yeah. We lost our only Mad Dash. I think we have another indexing. So there's even a chance we still win. Yeah, we got more indexing. So, okay, look, we're going to hit the 0. It's going to hit the iPad ors. We indexing. Just win there, you know? They're going to get the Cali testing back and score out on you. Oh, 100%. Like, oh, never mind. No idea what's going on there. So we can install this to have a 50-50. This card's actually not that useful right now. Good luck us. Fuck! Never lucky, huh? Do we just play this? I think we play this. Can they win next turn? Calibration testing. Calibration testing. There's a chance they win next turn, right? Because let's see, if this is a calibration testing, they install a Beal, a double advance, it scores it. They have no clicks left, so they install the calibration testing on here. This also could be a food. Is there any way they combo? I don't think there's any way to combo out 2 points in a turn. Unless they have 15, no, maybe 15 minutes is necessary. I don't think it is, but they probably need that Dragon Lady Salvatore. Let's go find indexings and stuff. Ah, beans. Bottom 6, huh? That's bad play. Not necessary. Good luck, guys. Okay, so they definitely scored a Beal here. DBS has probably cycled through twice, so these cards on bottom R&D actually might not even be agendas anymore. This is brutal. We didn't have a strong economy. We just had to keep them down, but like I think 3 Rashidas fired, which is a huge issue. And then they actually are playing hedge funds in this, which I did not expect. And I think they played 3 in a turn, or 3 in 2 turns, which is not an issue. This card did so much work. Ah, shit. First click preemptive? What? What is going on? That also shuffles R&D, right? So that like the cards that were at bottom, that the DBS are at the top. First click preemptive, that ends their turn. Like, why wouldn't you just do credit preemptive? I don't know. Okay, no indexing, huh? I think they're like going to style on us. Also, no ice on R&D is like insane. I don't know what's going on. I don't even think we YOLO now. I think we need a YOLO with indexing. We have no chance. Indexing in bottom 4. We're going to draw 2 more cards here. So we can do like draw, indexing, run, trash hand. Seems bad. We can also trash hand in the middle like some combo, but I really doubt that we're going to get away with that. Like in theory, after they double advance, they should pause so we can fire this. I guess this would be our window, but that's fine. You shuffle 15 then preemptive? We can't. Oh, we can. That's pretty cool. I think we need this one though. Oh, it's a quantum kitty? What? It's a quantum kitty? And this is an unknown card. You'd assume it's the Beal, right? What's going on? Tanuki, what's going on? How are you doing? Runners can't use ability and scored corp cards. Yeah, I don't think we can use this, right? I don't even think it would be good for us. Okay, we got it, right? So this is probably the winning Beal. Could be a food, I don't know. Let's go. We're gonna go tag me. Could also be a shuffle. So the chance of this being a Beal is pretty low. Don't want them to get that for sure. What is this? We're gonna go tag me. I don't care if they draw this. I don't care if they draw this either. This is something you can jam in the remote though. Okay, wait, we gotta think this through. Okay, right? Because like we could, I don't want to steal the food here, because then if we use Clan Vengeance, we have 2 tags and they exchange of information, they win. So I think we start over, or we let them top deck it and then we try and hit it. There's no way that we win this turn, so I think this is wrong. I think we bury the food a bit deeper. They're gonna draw 2 cards a turn, so let's redo this. So they're gonna draw 2 cards a turn. This could be a Rashida abstractly, but then we just, I guess, blow hand, right? We want the Beal on top, so no toll booth. So if they draw 2, you can draw 2 of these, so that we have to bury this down. Oh, this is gonna give us a tag anyways. Maybe that's wrong, because this is gonna be a Mumbed Ritual Tour. They can't never advance the food. No, they can't. This Mumbed Virtual Tour is gonna just absolutely ruin our day. So I think that was wrong, actually. We should have got both of them and then took the tags and trashed that. Let's undo click. We learned that trick, huh? Goofed it. Yeah, we'll get both of them and they'll trash a hand and hopefully we get the exchange. Toll booth. These don't matter. Beal. Food. We still lose to Beal in the server, but... Is there any way that we can get all 3? No. It's impossible. Actually, no, wait. It is possible. We could run this. Run that. And that's it. And then hopefully we grab it out of HQ. Yeah, wait. Oh, fuck. One more time, chat. Oh, but wait. We can't force them to draw the food because they can decide what they draw. So no, this seems like the best. No, it's all good. No, it's all good. Yeah. You can put the food 3 down. Yeah. Ah, shit, yeah. 4 down actually is right. Third time is a charm. Okay. Okay, so we want to... Don't get the toll booth. We want to put this down. They can get both of these. Hardening news is obviously going to be an issue. We'll get the Beal. Done. So we can run server 10, then decide what to do from there. Why 4 down? Because they're going to double draw. Terrence, how's it going? They're going to double draw with Daily Business Show, and we're going to steal the top card. So it needs to be 4 down. I think we're going tag me now, so we can all let this shit fire. Because this is definitely a Mumbet Virtual Tour. That means actually we should go this first to figure out whether we're going tag me or not. Actually, this could be a Quantum Kitty, so I don't think we want to go tag me. Maybe they're in a bad spot. Okay, well, we have to trash that. Okay, so now we're tag me. Yeah, it can't be an MVT, but that's fine. Oh no, these two can be MVT. This can't be an MVT, if we're assuming these two are an MVT. But they shuffled one back into R&D, actually, so... And one's in here in MVT, so maybe not. They're considering it on the trace here. We're going to take 3 tags. I don't think you worry about this trace. Now go get the Beal, which means we can't lose the exchange, right? Shuffling the 15 minutes as their first click might be the best thing. And we know they probably have an agenda in HQ too. Swap? Yeah, we'll swap it for the other Beal. That's style, right? We gotta trash that. Okay. So first click they trash the Clan Vengeance, so we have to trash it before they can do a click. The amount of tags we have might actually matter because of Psycho, so we might want to consider doing that, but we already have 3. So before they take their first action, we'll hit the Clan Vengeance, so they can't trash it. So they either drew a hard-hitting news or a Mumbet Virtual Tour, and we know there's a food on top. Yeah, we died a boom. We did trash 2 cards at random when they had a 6-card hand, though, so it's not fantastic. We also know there's probably an agenda in HQ, and if they draw, there's definitely an agenda in HQ, so it's gonna be close. I thought we had more agendas than this. I was looking down like, wait, we have 3? Installed a card in Archives? What would the point of that be? So they took the Mumbet Virtual Tour, which means they have a hard-hitting news in hand. Card in server 15? And they traced us. This is fine, right? We gotta play around Quantum Kitty. But we largely walked away from this, so now we're playing Trace. And they didn't shuffle, so we know there's a food on top of here. So we want to get the food last. So we run HQ to see where this card is. We run this, we run Archives, we run R&D. If we know what this one card is, we have a chance of playing around it. If we give them 2 Quantum Kitties, we're in a bad spot. We're not going to clear the tag. So the Quantum Kitty anywhere is bad. It could be in here, it could be here, it could be here. So Turnpike, okay. Oh, fuck, we actually have to trash this. It's fine. They're on 1 QPM? That would make a lot of sense. We'll run Archives. Maybe this is an Ash. Maybe. Oh, I think we win. No. I don't know why they put that there. Oh, we can't. Why is it not letting us? We can't trash it. Stop it. Oh, what a relief. Oh my god. We did not play that well. I reckon they would have 15 minutes shuffled. Was that? Yep. Saw 2. Didn't want to take the food and lose to exchange. Alright, yeah, we did dig deep for that one. And we didn't even hit an exchange. They didn't even have exchange. They did have a Psycho that they trashed a while ago. We still don't know what this card is, but I don't know why they put the MVT there. Doesn't make a lot of sense. We're already super tagged. That Ven should have been before the draw. Yeah, you're right. 100% should have been before the draw. Yeah, there's no reason to wait for the draw because we would trash hard-hitting news or MVT and we don't care about those. Yeah, I don't know why we waited for that. Right within draw there. Yeah, there was no reason to wait for it. Why did we wait for it? Because we were already tagged. When they drew to 6 and we trashed 2. And we knew what they were drawing, so hitting those didn't matter. Yeah, that's totally right. Gadzooks. Yeah, we goofed that. Your last 2 cards. And we could have considered actually, like at that point in the time, it didn't make sense at the point of the game. But if we did go like, you know, our friend Kim and started trashing operations, I don't know if it works out. The only 11 cards left to a lot of agendas, right? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's still 6 point of agendas and 11 cards. Oh, that's an Armani Sanai. I don't know if they needed to res that. They run 2 of those. That's actually pretty mean. This card's really good. Keeps us down. They never had the money to score and res this though. Like you saw that we kept them poor enough. Otherwise, this just rips your board apart. They had one more point. You could have turntabled food for Beal and then you could both win together. Yeah, right? Probably should have res them money at some point. I'm not sure that would have helped. It would, it might have done something. I'm not sure if you ever scored with Amani money left over. Wow, yeah, this thing is way better than I thought it was. That thing that he shuffled back in. Yeah, Reina cost him a credit, and we had a link, which we never used, so this was pretty good, huh? I don't know if there's a better choice. Like, Max probably would have milled some of our good cards. Like, we did end up drawing a lot, but we wanted to hit up the 0. Okay. Well, this deck was not working out well for me. Almost got 2 pretty hard losses. We lost to Enigma in the last one, so whatever. Anarch problems. Alright, let's try and build a deck. I wanted to build a Nat deck tonight. Build a low hand size deck. Not exactly sure what to do with it. Nat's ability is kind of underwhelming, but we'll talk through it. By the way, if you're just tuning in, my name is Andre. Welcome to the Matchball Grid. If you're new around here, how's it going? The game's kind of dying, but that actually might be a good time to jump on, and if that's the case, what's up? I don't mean dying, it's just like not printing new cards. Jester, what's up? Nat's fun? I'll see about that. Oh, they left the game. Okay, well, whatever. Let's see what we can build. So if you don't know, Nat came out in Reign of Reverie, and Nat says that it's not right. Nat says that if you have fewer than 3 cards, or is it fewer than 3 or fewer cards in your hand, you get a credit at the beginning of your turn. Which is okay. I don't think that's a reason. There's a lot of abilities that give you more than a credit a turn worth of value. I'm looking at you, Max. I'm looking at you specifically, Valencia. She gives a credit a run. We're gonna do this in Chrome. But I think you're going to do it because you're going to be running all the other cards. That synergizes with low hand size, and then just a credit a turn is kind of cute on top of that. Now, I have had some experience playing the low hand size decks that came out in the past. Yeah, a 40 deck size is actually the biggest thing, is that we have an Anarch that has a 40 deck size, which is pretty good. Just stim dealer yourself down in hand side and voila. I don't even know if you need to do that, but that one's fun. So this is the first Anarch that's ever had a 40 card deck, which if you have some cool largely degenerate strategy that requires a small deck, you can even just run Nat and ignore its ability altogether, just on the basis that having a 40 card deck is cool. Now what you can do, so okay, you start with a 40 card deck, you draw 5 cards. Now in theory on turn 1 you install Page Piper. Ideally it trashes the other 2 Page Pipers in your deck, so now you have 33 cards left in your deck. Okay, now the next turn after that, you install your Ramagen Reliant BMI, which is a pretty good card in theory in Nat decks, and you install this one from hand, and then you trash 5 more cards. So we're talking about a 27 card deck on turn 2, if you have the perfect draw, which is kind of hilarious. I don't know what you would do with it, but there is a big chance that what you do with this is that you install like a DDoS, you would then have all copies of Fear the Masses in hand, and then you win. Like, there's a chance you win on turn 3. It's totally possible, right? Now, what's the chance? Oh, yeah, you play Dog Earth, by the way. What's the chance that you install all this stuff? You need to open with Hedge Fund. You install Hedge Fund. You install Page Piper. Next turn, you install Ramagen Reliant. install Duggars, and hopefully get rid of 2 other copies of Duggars. And then you draw 10 cards. So how many? What's the like the geometric probability that you're going to have at least 5 Fear the Masses in hand if you're drawing 10 cards in a deck that has 25 or so? I don't think it's terrible. It's probably not the worst. This is really silly. Well, what's the chance you can just cheese out a win on turn 1 or turn 2? Well, it'd be turn 2 or turn 3. Probably turn 3 or turn 4, let's be honest. Is this something we want to try, chat? Or do we want to just build, like, good stuff Nat? Because what's the chance that a 26 card hand deck, 26 deck size or whatever the math comes down to is actually really good? Alan saying do it. Build crazy stuff on Jankovic. That seems on brand. Let's do it. Combo. That's just silly. Do it. Okay, let's do it. Fear the Masses. Okay, let's give this a shot. Clyde, go nuts. Glad to hear that you're on board with this. Okay. So Page Piper is a cool card. Let's just build a fake deck and see what it draws like. So let's get everything in there that we think is necessary. We need that. We need Duggars. We probably want hedge funds. We want opening economy. Excuse me, sure gamble. We've used no influence, so in theory we could play Peace in our time, but I'm worried about them installing a lot of ice. Also, by the way, if we're playing Duggars, you definitely play like all this stuff, right? Like you play that, you play Paperclip, you play all of them. You want hand size though, right? Yeah, Jankovic, you might want to play Amped Up. Bookmark's actually really cool too. The thing is, like, Bookmark is a pretty slow card overall. It makes us want to play Cutlery too, because that's the problem is we probably don't have we want the economy to be able to run Central Server 2 or 3 times. Oh, actually running 3 of everything is really good. Echo Mine. Tessalea, how's it going? I don't even know if we need this. Because we're not going to have a big hand. We're just going to have yeah, this probably is not what we want. It's funny. Playing Echo Mine in that is absolutely hilarious. But I think that's probably not what we want. Let's just put these in. Okay, so that's the big problem right here is that we're going to be running HQ a lot of times, and we probably can't afford to break ice. So the option is obviously DDoS, which is really good if we can rush out. We said we'd do Ramagen just because it's a 6 of. That's already 30 cards? Hyperdrivers. Hyperdriver is not bad at all. I think we need more like good economy. We need burst economy. How about the Atom console? We're going to win in 1 turn, Alan, so I don't know if that's necessary. Andrew Hicks, how's it going? You're saying Hippo. Hippo's actually probably perfect. Hippo's probably really good. Pyrobellum, how's it going? If you don't try it, I will. And it'll be your fault. Yeah, I think we want to do Peace in our time. It's probably the best that we have. It gives us money turn 1, so we can just like set up real hard and then just do everything we need to do in the proper order. I think we need to do this. Now, obviously, the bad thing is if they install all their stuff. I think we just do this. We're running out of influence somehow. Oh, no, we're not. Fuck, 1 more card, huh? Hippo doesn't pair well with DDoS. Oh, shit. Yeah, right. Yeah, it doesn't. Cutlery does. Beach Party Pancakes. We're going to try and win in like 3 turns, so I don't think we need to. Apocalypse also doesn't... Is Apocalypse good? It might be. Okay, let's see what we draw like, right? So this is our opening hand. So we mulligan this because we open with Page Piper. Okay, deck's garbage. Okay, so we open with this. So turn 1, play this. Now we eliminate the next 2 Page Pipers. We need some draw in here too. We do just need draw. Inject shows their plan, which is not good. We don't want to do that, so we can just do I've had worse, I guess. What's good draw? We just want, what's the best draw card? Dan, Apocalypse. I don't know if we want Apocalypse. Yeah, we probably do want Apocalypse, huh? We need the best draw card. It's not 0, though. Like, we need burst draw. We don't want slow damage draw, because if we hit our Fear the Masses from our hand, we look real dumb. We want to be able to draw on turn 1. Yeah, it might be Diesel, but that's pretty bad. I don't want to do Inject because I don't want to show Quality Time Rotated. I don't want to show them that we're on. It's the most important thing to not show that we're on Fear the Masses, because if they ice up HQ heavily, we're pretty bad. I would play Diesel. There's also a chance that instead of Hyperdriver, we could actually play like not Amped Up. We could play Amped Up, but again, if we hit our Fear the Masses, we look pretty dumb. But we could play Stim Dealer. We only it's 4. Never mind. Game Day Origami. That's too slow. Bookmark's not that bad, but then we can't really do Bookmark Game Day. It's too much influence. Office Supplies draws 4, which is like the closest that we have to I'm not paying 4 for 4. It's the closest we have to Quality Time. This deck would love Quality Time. I think actually Diesel might be right. So first, second we install that, third we draw, fourth we draw, not great. First, second, pretty bad. Third we draw, we get rid of all of them. That's actually pretty sweet. We throw one of these out. First, second, we don't draw that. Third, fourth. We're in business, right? Then we draw 10, 5, 5. We don't draw a page, so we draw an extra. We don't draw this, so we draw an extra. We don't draw this, so we draw 3 extra. So right now it's turn 5, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we run every single click, we can mill 10 cards. We probably want to play Mad Dash, but our hand size is pretty bad. Process automation, that's actually not terrible. Deuce is wild too. Do Dealer and Amped Up with Bookmark, you don't care. Game Day's so good. Game Day is like what, 2 influence? And our hand size, 3 influence. Our hand size is only going to be 5 because we're not playing Origami. But like Bookmark's not terrible, but now we have to take cards out of the deck. Maybe Ramajin Reliant isn't what we want. Oh wow, Bookmark is more influence than I thought it was. Oh, this is going to be a real janky deck, huh? We do this, we do that. We click for 2 credits. We fire this, next turn we draw 10. Honestly, not the worst. Deuce is Wild? Yeah, we could do Deuce is Wild. But Deuce is Wild is like not that much better than drawing the... Yeah, I don't know. Brain Cage. Thing is, like, any card that trashes a card from hand, we're going to feel pretty bad about. We don't need hand size, we just need raw draw. We also probably want 1 Mad Dash. What's the chance we just try this? Patrick would help set up and is slow. Often the blow if you don't drop page on turn 1. Hopefully we win by turn 4 or turn 5 though. So I don't know. And you're right, Page Piper is a nombo with that one. Earthrise, Career Fair. Card slots, right? I think Career Fair is not terrible. Actually, you only have 1 target, it's pretty bad. This is a good hand, right? Install that. Install that. Take 2. Install that. Take a credit. Take 2 credit. Install that. Get rid of all of them. Draw. 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 We wouldn't have drawn that. Draw. Okay. Duggars. We win, right? We win. District 99 to get back Fear the Masses. I don't know if we have enough. I don't know if we have enough cards to trash to get them back. It would probably be better running just same old thing. Let's try this, right? I love how the goal for the creation is T5 win. Seems like a high bar. I don't think it's a high bar. Pretty low bar, right? Let's try this. Let's try this. How bad could this be? Pretty bad. It's worth a shot though. Oh, my dude. What a bad name. How did you do that? Oh, that's so bad. That's funny. I've never seen a deck list that short. That's awesome. That is an absurdly short deck list. I don't think you can build a deck list that's that much shorter than that. Like, this 1 of is fucking us up. But, like, there's only 2 6-ofs you can put in the same deck. What would we spend all our influence on exclusive party? We'd be so cool. No problem. Just tell me. It's a haiku. Good name for good deck. Yeah, right? Fear the Masses. Fear the Natses. Yeah, I like that one a bit better. Thank you, Vincent. It's still like if I don't know. What's a Nat's real name? It's not Nat. What is it actually? Nathaniel. Hey, little buddy. Come with me. We're 3 influence short. We played Levy, right? A single copy of Levy? Oh, there's no way. Mosquito Swarm, that's a good one too. Worst case scenario, waste an hour. Not even. Man, imagine they put 2 ice on the central server. That's an issue. Like 2 ice on HQ actually is going to be a problem. Hopefully we'll siphon them, right? Oh man, if someone comes in from chat and just ices out HQ twice, we have no way to win. Fear them asses. Okay, let's see how this goes. I think it's okay. I didn't think we'd go into this and like build a weird jank combo deck. No, we mulligan that. Perfect. Brilliant. Install that. We can wait, yeah, to install this to mill the other 2. I think we need to go fast enough. I think we install this. Maybe we do click 2. No, we want to fire this next turn. So we install that and then click for 1. And then we would crank out 10. We wouldn't draw page. We would draw this next one. Then we'd, yeah, this is good. Male gnats often assemble in large mating swarms of ghosts, particularly at dusk. Are you on the Wikipedia page for gnats? Has a bad matchup against Matima Kundo, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I see you found a Wikipedia article, huh? That's pretty good. We have a gnat. We have a ghost. Ramus, hey. Fuck! We talked about this. That's a hard matchup. Actually, no. If they don't Ice HQ, which they might go for value, not Ice HQ. DDoS is really good, because then they can't do anything. We have Page Piper in our hand, which is pretty good, but we have no draw cards. So we're going to mulligan into Page Dugger's hand. It'll be perfect. Well, that actually worked out. That's surprising. Thanks, you too. All right. Wow. Draw card of hedge fund. It's okay. We got a wild start. Hell yeah. Trash 2 cards. Let's go. Duggars. Click 2. I know we could have removed 2 other copies of Duggars, but we really... Actually, do we even fire that? Yeah, I think we fired it. Remember to install Duggars on turn 2 so page fires? I'm not actually that concerned about it. Like, firing Duggars a turn earlier is probably better than removing 2 extra copies of Duggars from our hand. There's a chance we just draw 1 here. It's not that big of an issue. E-Strike was probably right. Yeah, E-Strike's not bad. That's an NGO front. Let's go. Oh, shit. This is hard to read. Okay, so we don't want this in the bin. So other cards have value, huh? So the other 2 daggers, obviously, we don't need. Max hand size of 5. That's taunting us. So we could, like, remove all of these 3. And just Duggars next turn. Oh, what have we built? This has some value, right? These 2 do. Yeah, because we can do that without drawing. So we'll keep 1 of these. I think you always keep 1. We still have to throw out 3 cards. So we keep the Fear of the Masses. The Mad Dash seems okay. They're probably running 3-pointers if they're installing double advancing like that. Maybe that's not even a read. Eh, fuck it. We'll just probably draw through that. Like, we have 1 more Duggars and we deck ourselves. Let's see how fast we can go. Yeah, this plus hand does expand our hand, but then it's not... I don't know if it's that much better. You're right, it's probably better. Oh, they got a food! That means they're not an Obakata, which is so much better for us. We can't play the piece. Of course we can't play the piece. Because they just scored. We could Duggars again. Seems probably wrong. Let's get a Hyperdriver. I don't want to play this because it shows that we have it. Actually, keeping an I've had worse is probably right. Oh, this is clumsy. That's really clumsy. Yeah, we needed a Hyperdriver that turn for sure so that we could actually do things, not just like throw out our whole hand. Like, we could even consider DDoS running this. Now we have to double ice. They can double ice it. We'll get the piece up. That gives them more money. Draw. That's really good. That lets us Duggars and do everything our turn. So maybe actually we combo off next turn. I think we'll show that we're on the DDoS. Do we trash the other copies of DDoS? Yeah, okay. We can actually leave 1 in our deck. Fuck it. Let's go all in. We're going to lose or we're going to win real quickly. Oh, here it comes. I think the Ice have all their Senchos now. Oh, now they can. No. Rashida. That was the worst. So if they Ice up HQ, I think we're out of the run. Hopefully they just go jam the remote. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Now, if this is a Nisei token, it's like not the worst. So I'm gonna score this. Take our clicks. We'll take 7. Draw a shit ton of cards. Oh my god. So we could have some money, and we have all of them in hand, don't we? Yeah, we do. Let's go. Let's go. They score the Nisei, that's fine. So we definitely play this. Remove the other copies. At this point, we have everything we need, so the other copies are valuable to us. This is good in case we need the money. That's largely it. I don't think this is a Kronos. That's actually one of the issues here. I think we fear the masses right away. Because otherwise, we're going to have 6 of them. We have to throw one of them out. Let's go mill a bunch. We have 8 cards left on stack on turn 5. And we didn't even remove 6 with Ramajin. Like, we could have a better thing here. Let's go use the DDoS. Oh, yeah. So we're DDoSing after they use their ability. So they can't res it. And we probably have the money to run through it a couple times. Mill 6 seems okay. And we want to keep the Mad Dash too. So we'll throw out all the other cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more hand size would have been pretty cool, but, you know. That's the Mad Dash just probably has more value than anything else, considering they're running food. That's a Nisei. Let's see how bad this could be. We have to break 2 ice. Might have been better to play as many as possible. That turn? Yeah, you're right. It would have been better to play as many as possible. Black Orchestra gets through that. No. The thing is, we're going to have to get through 2 pieces of ice here, which is pretty rough. Because they can install one from hand. And if it's anything that does damage, sure. It's going to be really rough. Yeah, we probably should have just done 3. Because DDoS is less... Oh. Okay, so this is expensive. They can end the run here with the Nisei token. They did. So, we have one more good run here. Oh no. Why wouldn't you use Page on Blork? Because there's a chance we're going to need cards. Like, no matter if we Duggars, we draw our whole deck. So it doesn't really matter if we Page the other one. Alright, well, we win or lose real fast here. There's a wee chance we win. There's no way you credit up, so I think we probably like credit twice. Run here. So like we want to credit at least once so we can trash Rashida to see another card. This is painful to watch. I don't know what you're talking about. Mind you, 2 or fewer cards. Oh, we can't even play around that. Run R&D. There's also a chance we die. It's unlikely, but we might die to a Breach Dome. Surveyor, okay. That was close. One more agenda we win, right? I guess they're running Niseis. But we did a fair bit of damage. Like maybe we do put Levy and we put some recursion in here. Just turned in. Was Bagat considered? Jeff, how's it going? No, it wasn't. I don't want to install Bagat because then it shows that we're running HQ. Like, we'd probably be better off running a same old thing or something. I think we misplayed terribly. Like, we should have just fired 3 Fear the Masses off. Yeah, we probably should have just fired 3 Fear the Masses off. There's also a chance we can spend our influence on Dig Deer, right? So we can install our hyperdrivers and just go absolutely ham. But I think we're probably out of the game now. Better lucky than good. Yeah, that's what we were trying to do. Like, this is what? That was turn 6. So Surveyor, whatever. Actually, no, they're foods, right? So it is hard to win. Firebolt. I think we concede this. There's no way we win. Yeah, there's nothing we do. Concede. Hey, good game. Oh no. Bagard, yeah, Bagard is also just one card. Oh, I was hoping to cheese that out. Yeah, I think we win a turn earlier. We got 6 + 5 + 4 cards, right? We would have got a bunch more cards. We would have had to use the DDoS early. I think we need a couple more cards in here. Our opening was like okay. You can do a lot worse than that. Cycle back, fear the mass, and nope. Probably should just include same old thing. I'm worried about ice. Maybe it needs to be slower. And then have bookmark or something. Yeah, because as soon as they res ice, our economy is garbage. Let's give it another shot. The games don't take long, luckily. If you're just tuning in, by the way, how's it going? I think I've seen bookmark versions running around. Okay, thanks for the game. I think if you do a bookmark though, like you too, I'd be more interested in doing what's it called? That cybernetics card that lets you trash cards to see extra cards. Like that's probably just better. Let's give it another shot. Ramajin was 100% worthless, and that's 6 card slots, right? I think this person was in our game, so they know what we're doing. They were spectating, so that's pretty bad for us. I think if they double ice HQ, we might just concede. It's pretty bad form. That's something. Thanks, you too. But they were in the last lobby, weren't they? Like, they know what we're doing. Yeah, I think same old thing is worth considering. It's just kind of a slow card, but like you can install that on any off turn if you have the extra clicks. Okay, we install page pipe. Yeah, like, right? Like, okay, maybe. Whatever. What could that be? I don't know. Let's give them money. Let's draw. Got one of them. Let's draw. Got 2 of them. Value. We can actually use this to set up, which is probably good. We have another in hand, so we probably don't need another one, but we do need to go fast. 100% chance they're on boom, yeah, right? I don't think that's a hard thing. They might actually be on the other one. What are they going to do? Score an Atlas? Oh, hostile. Okay. Yeah, maybe we actually want a useful card. Found it. Nice. Still got a lot of clicks to draw. We can actually run this. We have a pretty good economy here. Might as well draw, right? Okay, that's good too. So we can trash 3 cards. I think that's how it works, right? And they're gonna rush out, which is fine. Because it takes them a while to rush out. Do we trash a card with standoff? No. We really need this. It mills a lot of cards from our deck. Comet, Apocalypse are worth thinking about. I think Comet might be a bit too slow. Apocalypse seems good though. I think we're going to keep this until we find a Duggars. It's way too good. We can't play that, so we're going to do that. Get rid of the other ones. Did that thing break and said 4 twice? 23 cards in our deck. Let's go. They actually could be an Arc Lockdown. It's not absurd. I don't want to play this. I guess they know that we're on it. I'm hoping that we don't actually need to play this one. Yo, what's up? My name is Thing. Good evening. How's it going? It's going all right. We're trying to play a pretty cheesy combo deck, and we actually have largely it. Like, we could mill a fair bit of cards. Probably not enough to win, though. Like, we have to fire the whole combo off to consider winning. I don't know if this piece is good. We just probably have to keep drawing. Let's see what we hit. Okay, that actually makes it so much easier. We also could be on Employee Strike really easily. That would have been pretty good against Mati Mukwindo. Probably Employee Strike is right there. Stall double. Oh, that's fine. We don't mind. Do we even play this? Yeah, we probably play this. We could even run this, but like, I don't know. If they score a food, they're on not even game point, so whatever. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Shit. Oh, this is really clumsy. Honey, how's it going? How you doing? Is this yours? I've been trying to win a game with Page Piper for a minute. It's never gone well. Yeah, this is ours. We just built this on stream. This is our second game. The games don't last that long. We really needed a Dugger. 17 cards left. It's an NGO front. Now they double ice HQ. Showing this was probably not good, but I'm convinced that they were in our last lobby and saw what we were doing. Hopefully now that just means they double ice server 1. Not even. Okay. Funny enough, even if we like slam. Okay, wait. So we can run HQ. Trash. Maybe we don't be greedy here. Drop DDoS? 1 or 2 bookmarks? We need DDoS. There's no other way that we can afford to run HQ 4 times a turn without DDoS. So we could trash 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's probably not enough to win. I think we're going to go greedy here. Yeah, I think we are. Shit. Right, like I've had worse. We draw 2 cards. Okay, this is good. Okay, cards we don't need. This we don't need. This we don't need. This we don't need. This we don't need. We combo off next turn. Let's go. Why do you install DDoS on the table? Oh, not drop it from the deck. Cool, cool, cool. Ah, Rashida. Okay, now they probably double ice HQ. Hopefully some of their ice is like ice wall and it's not actually like an economic issue. Mind you, we do have one bad pub, which kind of eases the blow, but an archer on HQ is probably GG. Actually, yeah, do we just go off this turn? We probably just go off this turn. Okay, we gotta do math, right? Because like we could hyperdriver and then do 4, 3, 2, 1. So this mills 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other option is to draw all the other cards and then have 3 clicks left. And that mills 6, 5, 4. Yeah. Not like we couldn't see this coming. Oh, bad. Oh, boy. Yeah, okay, it's over. This is way too obvious what we're doing. We need to go way faster. Oh, whatever. That's fine. I don't even think David's that good in this deck. Let's show us the archer. If it's an archer, we just walk away, right? Oh, excuse me. I was meant to DDoS. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Fire. I meant to fire DDoS. Alright. That sucks. Yeah, we meant to DDoS that. We can just break this. Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah, we got pop DDoS. We can just do undo click, right? It's a pretty good feature. I still think this is an archer, which is really expensive. Maybe they didn't even draw ice. That's a horde sim, okay. Yeah, okay. Page Piper, you can remove the other 0 copies. Alright, so we talked about this. So actually we can get through the server again. This is only 4 credits. This is probably not enough to win though. Right? Like we can run again and then it's... If we run again, it's 1 to play it, and then it's 3 plus 1 and we have 1 bad pub. So this is 4. It's 3 altogether. So it's 4 with that. So we're 2 credits short. Now I think we just do hedge fund and then fear the masses 1 more time. I would love to be able to do fear the masses, fear the masses. This is actually a pretty good scenario. If it was double ice wall, obviously it's even better, but... Am I missing something here? I don't think so. Fear into Mad Dash, I think. I don't even think we have to Mad Dash. Like, everything in archives will be there. Like, if they hard hitting news us, whatever. Like, we're gonna be tagged to shit anyways when we run archives, so I'm in no rush. We still are, like, respectable. Like, no, Harding News is still really good. We can consider doing this next turn, too. So we'll throw out everything that's not necessary. Peace is pretty good. This is dead. So which one of these two do we hit? I think this one's way more valuable. But if we play this, we can't run next turn. We've done enough damage. It's very unlikely we win. Like 12 cards, I don't know. They are generally run one pointer. It basically comes down to if we find the graft or not. How do you feel about Amped? Amped is not terrible. They warfared us. Oh no. We're gonna get the news. We're gonna get hard-hitting news. So keeping peace in our time, it would look better, but it's really hard to run archives anyway. So now we just mad dash. We just run everything, right? So they could res this. So we can do credit, run R&D for single mad dash. Like, we're hoping this is an ice wall. With actually 2-bad pub, we can get through this when it's most things. I think we do this. Worst case scenario, this is like a mouseless. It does 1 net damage, and it hits exactly our mad dash. But everything else doesn't matter. Like, this is fine. We're obviously not going to break that. Fire. And we can consider running server 1 and then archives. If Faust still existed, I don't even know if Faust would be so good on this. Oh yeah, with Ramajin we have to prevent net damage by trashing or brain damage on top of our stack. Oh, actually no, that sucks now because it's harder to contest this server because we need a breaker. Well, no matter what, we'll try, right? Again, mouseless hitting this is the worst case scenario. Next turn we die to boom, or actually probably to the other one. Oh, cool. That doesn't need a breaker. So if it hits a mad dash, again, that's the worst. It's a 1 in 5. We can't prevent it because we have nothing to trash. Oh, actually, wait. Prevent up to next damage. Oh, it's not part of the cost. Huh? Yeah, it looks like I'm going to trash reliant. Trash. Prevent up to next brain damage. Cool. Trash cards from the top of the stack. I don't think it's the cost, right? Ramajin. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a cost, so we can still use it. Let's see what its U-fact. It didn't get U-fact like that. That's weird. Either way, it's fine. The wording of Ramajin Reliant says, I guess it matters for price I can hear. It says prevent up to next brain damage. So that's the part we're doing to trash it. And then trash cards from the top of your stack equal to the amount of damage prevented. So that seems like it's an ability associated with it. Atlas, that's a good start. This is probably a prize tag. We'll take the tag for sure. Oh, Brian Stinson, fantastic. So we can't run any of the servers, so it only plays Mad Dash Archives and win. Literally no agendas. Literally no agendas. I imagined that going differently. Oh, that's a good game. So we only hit one of there. They generally run 2 or 3 of these, right? You don't want to run 1, which means we're gonna take 12 damage whether or not they have it. So we're gonna click for credit and die respectfully. I don't even think we're gonna get boomed, right? That's really unlikely. Like, maybe they have a lot of it here because they were sheeted, but still. 12 random cards, no agendas, and a deck that runs 1-pointers. Actually, they probably don't run that many 1-pointers. They're probably running like, what, 3 hostile, Oaktown. Just kill us now. My friend, just kill us. Brian for infinite credits. This is fine. I forgot to put agendas in their deck. Oh no. Okay. Do we ever win this? It's unlikely. Only played 7 points of agendas in their deck. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, it was maybe 11 mils, right? It was 6 plus 5. It was 11, and they threw out one card, so only 11. I think they threw this one out too, so they probably have. They apparently don't have it in hand. So we could do credit, hedge, sure gamble. Maybe we could consider running this remote. We're technically not out of the game yet. As soon as they draw their meat damage, we're out of the game. This we can only let fire a couple more times. Oh. We need to actually break this, because we can't let the trace fire. So it's strength 4, which is exactly a lot of money. And we get in. This is what you get for trying to be a YouTube star. Look, there was a Mark Rosewater article for Magic that came out a while ago, and they were talking about this, and this is something that you've seen change in this channel. Fire, please. Is that we've been spending less time on this channel trying to do ridiculous stuff and more time just trying to do good stuff, and we've been shying away from things that we know are not the best on the basis that did we take the 2-minute? No, we took the tag when we stole the agenda, right? There's no way we took the 2-minute damage. Fuck you, Rashida. Netrunner starts even if you miss, you hit the boom. Yeah, but we've been spending less time trying to make something exciting. So this feels pretty flimsy, but much better. Luckily, we have enough time. Okay, so that is a 6 strength. This costs a fair bit of credits. So this is an Atlas that they score and then they get the boom, right? Like they over advance the Atlas and that gives them a token, so they grab the boom. So we're just gonna hit that concede button. Hey, GG. Timmy Spike Johnny, yeah. We need a lot more like fun stories. Thanks for the game, eh? Yikes. I think we should probably not go all in. We probably need another win condition. Like with 3 influence, we should have just put an indexing in the deck, right? Like there's no reason just not to put an indexing in. Just so that we can also DDoS indexing or something like that. It gives us one other shot out. And it's so easy to add slots to this. Like you take out... Okay, Ramajan's pretty bad. We could just play better cards, right? Someone's Isla Obelisk deck. I never actually played Wait, Obelisk? What's that? Monolith, you think, probably? We probably just take this out, right? It thins our deck a fair bit, but is there a better card that just thins our deck? Or Obelisk. Maybe it's Obelisk. This seems better. Probably just drop this for the same old thing. But now running 4 of these seems like pretty bad. We could just do anything we install for 1. Don't want amped. I don't know, amped up. If amped up hits one of our Fear the Masses, it kind of just puts us back. I don't know if we even do that. Yeah, Jeff, what's up? Inject is pretty bad because Inject shows them that we're on a Fear the Masses plan and then they just ice up HQ entirely. Which seems rough. I think if anything, we run Cutlery. Again, hand size is an issue. Let's put in... That is not the card we wanted. That is never the right card. So we'll have 2 Brain Cage, so we have a bit higher hand size. Hopefully we dodge the damage. After the same old thing on table means you net gain 1. That's actually true. Yeah, fuck it. Amped might even help us set up a couple times. So let's do this. Amped, mind you, gives you like, what, 3 clicks? For brain damage. Cost 1. Okay, let's give this a shot. This seems better. And indexing Mad Dash also sometimes just wins games. En passant, I run amok. So run amok doesn't make a lot of sense because we're going to be playing our one good card. Like we're going to be playing Fear the Masses. En passant is interesting for the future DDoS turns. That's true. I just don't know if it does enough. But run amok, it's not going to work, I don't think. Yo, Nick, what's up? Is R&R on JNet now? No, not entirely. Some cards have been up for a while, I think. We're actually not using any R&R cards. Like we're just playing Nat because that's a 40 card deck. But we played against the, what's it called? The outfit today. It seems to be slightly implemented. Implemented incorrectly though. Same old thing for amped up is a bad move most of the time. Yeah, but same old thing is something we just install sometimes. And Nick, if I didn't say hey, what's up, man? Amp gives you 3 clicks. It's 1 click to play it though, so you're right, 2 clicks overall. Run Amok is like an extra DDoS. Yeah, but we can't play Run Amok with Fear the Masses, so it's useless. Like we don't want a single access on HQ. Wanton could be good with hyperdrivers. That's true, actually. Wanton's not terrible. But then we use our whole turn. So we'd end up using like an early DDoS. If they don't ice HQ and we Wanton then they ice HQ. And we don't want that to happen either. Levy or E-Strike? Yeah, that's probably not terrible. I think E-Strike is probably better. Let's see how bad the indexing is. There's a chance the indexing is just not good enough. Levy doesn't probably do that much, right? Like Argus, we don't care. We win in a turn. Mati Mukunda is by far the worst one. CTM, we don't give a shit. Paulina, we draw 10 for 1 click, right? So we get around that a bit. You do it for the first FR. More value because you reveal the full amount again. More mills. What are you talking about, jogging? Oh, you same old thing for the first. Yeah, you same old thing for the first one. It gives you more value. The chess pieces rotate, right? Yeah, they did rotate. Knight would be pretty good. We also could just play like Overmind as long as we mill our hyperdrivers. Like we could run one thing. I don't even know if the chess pieces are cheaper than the heat breakers. Heat breakers are great because we just throw them out, right? And we don't worry about them. Yeah, I think that I always get the math wrong with same old thing and Fear the Masses. But if you same old thing the first Fear the Masses or the second Fear the Masses, you do come out on top, if I'm not mistaken. Autocorrect does not like me. Same old thing. If you're just tuning in, by the way, we're playing a really cheesy Nat deck. Trying to... What's also the chance that it's strictly better with Max? It's probably not. They see what we're doing, too. I think the issue is we're not in a competitive lobby, right? What does Mati do? Let's see if we get a game. Yeah, Eater's actually probably one of the better ones. We install Eater, and then we don't have to worry about anything. We just use it as a breaker. It's actually probably cheaper than Black Orchestra and MK Ultra. Eater's probably the best option, you're right. You have enough clicks, DDoS with En Passant will chew up a server for your combo turn. Not exactly, right? Because like you play DDoS, you run, they En Passant. En Passant's only unres dice. So like we En Passant the first dice. That obviously wasn't gonna work. We En Passant the first dice that we DDoSed, but the second dice they've already rezzed, so it's useless unless you derez. So it's good if you like set it up a turn early. I think Philip's from chat. How's it going, Philip? Philip knows what we're up to. Acme with Data Ward on HQ. DDoS, right? Hand not good enough. And this is Asmari, which is fine. It's credits. You can jack out of the first, trash the ice, and go back. For En Passant, you have to make a successful run. Apathy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure En Passant you have to make a successful run. I don't think I implemented the proper search terms. Yeah. Yeah. So that's not gonna work. Gonna mulligan that. Alright. Some of it's good. Page paper turn 1's good. We can always draw first. It looks like they're gonna rush something. Fly on the wall might be an issue. I don't know how big of an issue. We could go mill 3 if we wanted to. For 2 credits, probably not good enough. Let's draw. That's good. If we draw again, actually we draw a page piper, so that's maybe wrong. It's a low chance it's wrong, but there's nothing else that we draw into that we play, so. They called event, so we can consider not playing this. I think they're gonna call event next turn. But there's very little they can do to rob us of credits, so let's throw out some of our breakers. Barriers, they generally have. We can trace through them a lot. Code gates. Sentries, they generally don't have end to run sentries. Actually, they could be on New Sound. That's not unlikely. And Rashida, turn 1. Damn it. But that's not a bad turn, right? Sure gamble, fear, fear, fear. 3, 4, 5, 6. Milling 6 isn't the worst. Okay, now we can't do it. Maybe actually we want to run the server so they spend money. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try being like a bit more aggressive. Right, if they have to spend money on this, they can't do. Like, we were letting everything else. Gullet Crusher, how's it going? Hippo's not the best because it reses the Yo, for real? For real, huh? For real, huh? Well, there goes that plan. Firstly, how's it going? Secondly, it doesn't work because the Almarest Ice will be DDoSed. And we can't break all the subroutines. You know how he said like, oh, let's go run aggressively. We died at like Prisec. Got him. We lost 3 of them. My deck is still good. Holy crap, that was terrible. We run this, yeah. This is probably like, I don't know. We already ran, so we're risking hard hitting news. Maryland campaign. Uh, puts us down at 6. I don't know. They can generally res that first. Oh, man. Hey, nat value, Zach. You're totally right. We're going to get that nat value this turn. First time it's mattered. I can't believe we lost 3 of those. Imagine we had like an iPad worse or something in there. Oh, that's so bad. Hyperdriver, hard counter. Am I right? Oh, check this out. Nat value. They're calling events again. Let's go. Let's go. I think we have to play like a normal shitty deck that we built, which means like run HQ. They could have drawn a bunch of agendas. I didn't check if they mulliganed. I did not pay enough attention. Oh, that's a new sound. Luckily they don't have a current, so it's only trace 3. They mulligan, so they might have multiple agendas in here. Considering they put this out naked, I think they do. It's cheaper to trace this. Trace away. Andre anticipated the Cortex lock hit intentionally to get that nat value. Yeah, you know what? That's like one of the better cards to get cards out of your hand, right? Hopefully we get a Beal here or something good. Philip. Yeah, absolute monster. Now we are not getting nat value because we have too many cards in hand. Double Cortex lock. Come on. Oh, this is a nat value card, right? This gets 2 cards out of our hand. Hopefully they don't score an agenda here so we can piece up. The event was ID fired. Boom is the best way to get cards out of hand in my experience. It's pretty good. Oh, just a Quantum Kitty. That's fine. That also means they're on Raven and other Quantum Kitties, which means checking archives does get dicey. Can't play this. Let's hope we don't hit it. Yeah. It's the first card we install. Seems fine. Oh, we pre-resed HQ. That's a huge mistake. We weren't meant to do that. Okay. Should have considered that. Once we res this, it's pretty bad for us, obviously, because we can't DDoS it. But we're not going to get that good value, so we probably just run here and trash 3 at some point. Next turn we'll play this, so let's just keep drawing. We've gave him, I think, maybe 2 creds. We don't have Rebirth. Rebirth is probably pretty fine in here. I don't know what we would do, though. I don't know what we'd possibly Rebirth into. So we can't run if we play this. That seems acceptable. We don't want to remove the other Hyperdriver from the game. None of these are good targets to remove from the game. Same old thing, gives us access to make a 4-mil if we ever get to that point. It also gives us double indexing, which is cool, but I think this is probably the best one, and we don't want to remove the other 2 copies. No. Omar's okay, but it gets us a single access because you can't Omar with Fear the Masses. It looks like they're just jamming out. That's going to give him 3 points. Yeah, it is. Rebirth cancel for value is probably fine. I think we need this. Running HQ would be fine here too. It's only 3 to get an access. And they're definitely on scarcity if they're playing this. It's by far the best current in the game. So we probably want to get our resources down before anything else. Oh, that's what we wanted, right? It's so anti-synergistic, brain cage and Nat. 6 hand size Nat. What are we doing? Yeah, get out of there. That's good. Probably didn't. Yeah, we wanted to install that turn for sure. So we actually want to get cards out of our hand. I think it makes sense to put the... That's all our breakers. This only does 1 damage if we check, which is pretty cool. So we have 6 hand size. We're going to Duggars next turn. That's actually being pretty awkward. Okay, fuck it. We'll play this before they make it scarcitied. LF, what's up? Happy Friday the 13th. Not just yet. An hour and 7 minutes. We're not there yet. Looks like you're just going to jam behind what's likely a Surveyor. We also know there's another Cortex lock somewhere. Okay. Amped up first, right? We hit our other copy of Fear the Masses. Hand size deck down to 5. That's really funny. That's really bad. Okay. No. I don't think it actually has anything else to find. So we get rid of some cards. We have a hand size of 6. Oh, but with brain damage, we have a hand size of 4. This obviously we don't need. This seems pretty not great. Gotta keep going here. Amped up is okay. We have hyperdrive. I actually don't think we're gonna need it. We have an indexing in the bottom 4, which is pretty interesting. We still haven't drawn our mad dash. I think the gamble is probably good. I wish we still have a chance of winning, right? We still have an okay chance of winning with indexing. We just need to draw into it. So maybe actually keeping the other one was right. I don't want to give them more money. It seems bad. A lot of their ice we can deal with. Yeah, okay. Let's hope we can deal with their ice. Oof. Still going for the fear, huh? Not particularly. You have brain cage? Yeah, but we have 2 brain damage. So we come down to 4 altogether. It's a 6 hand size, -1 brain damage from it, and -1 brain damage from the amped up we played. It should be 4. Triple advance. Are we just gonna get a NGO front money? Or they could be setting up a food here too. Food's generally NBN's best restricted card a lot of the time. Double icing R&D, that's the right play, right? And the question is whether or not we go tag me. Okay, we have 7, so we can do same old thing for the masses to mill 3. Pretty weak. 5 + 3 is -2. This gives you 2 hand size though. It's 6 -2. Right? 6 hand size -2 brain damage. It's pretty bad. I think we just set up next turn that we do all this stuff in 1 turn. Yeah, we needed that too. No. Oh, yeah, that's awkward. We don't need this card though. It doesn't actually do anything. Okay, we have 1 turn to win largely. We've done it again. Brain cage gives you 2. Oh, 3, yeah. Wait, what? We should have a hand size of 8. Oh, this is 6. 8. Yeah, I have a hand size of 6. You're totally right. Oops. It's a degree mill. Okay, let's go off. Okay, so yeah, that's bad. We should have had more cards in hand. That actually ultimately does matter. We threw out money. Okay, so we can see the top of the deck. Not the best. I think we want to do that after everything. So let's go ahead and fear the masses. Do we take the tag? I think we take the tag. There's 2 quantum kitties we're playing around. If we give them both. Actually, we give them 1 quantum kitty. We lose, which seems pretty bad. And we want an indexing after that on the basis that it's going to be bad if we have a tag. Or we don't want to indexing and then trash the cards because we're losing out some value. We can break this for too much, so we can just do the trace here. Fire. Yeah, we'll definitely DDoS with indexing. Thank you, Anio. Might have forgotten. I think actually we have to pay the money here. The question is, how much money do we think it's going to cost to break all this stuff? This could be a Cortex lock, which we can always break through. But I think we actually want to not take the tag. I'm worried that this is a data ward. Oh, same old thing for the masses. Yeah, you're totally right. Actually, that gets us a fair few cards. Yeah, having another sure gamble in hand would have been good. Yeah, so this gives us another mill or 2 mills if we that's better. Hades Shard is interesting too. Hades Shard isn't the worst. It's influence though, right? That undo click functionality is awesome. Let's goof for them and just access. Boom, 3 cards, such good value. So we want to do... Okay, so we want to do 1 more. So that's 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah, okay. I don't think I want to go greedy and play both of them. Man, this is terrible. There's no way we win this, right? Actually, with degree mill, there's a chance. We need enough money to run this twice, though, which is going to be an issue. So it depends what this is. If it's a Raven, we could consider going tag me. If that's actually the issue, we should definitely be mad dashing first. Hold on, sorry. We should definitely be mad dashing archives first. Because then if this is tag me, we can decide to go tag me. We don't have to worry. Like if this is a Raven, we want to. If this is a Trace Ice like Hound, like we'll take the tags and we want to be able to run archives first. The only problem is, oh fuck, if the Mad Dash misses, we can lose our indexing. Let's just hope. Let's just hope. Okay, well that was bad because we didn't hit an agenda. So now, maybe it was better just to keep the Mad Dash for R&D. We also unfortunately only have 4 cards, so there's no way to steal 2 Degree Mills. This also could be a Fairchild 3. Oh, this is so bad. We just don't have. We can't steal double Degree Mill. We have to actually break this for 3, which means we get 1 break on it. Oh man, this deck's terrible. It's really bad. We can't let them trace because they can boost the trace. Yeah. No good. That Cortex lock was too bad. That Cortex lock was just too bad. Luckily Scarcity does nothing. It turns on a new sound actually, that's not nothing. And we can't get back in here. It's impossible. Yeah, we got nat money every turn. Oh no! Ooh, good game. This is so cheesy, it's never gonna work out. 7 points. Get out! Get out! 7 points in hand. Emo device? EMP device? It's only 1 run though. Is EMP device the whole turn? Also, you want sweet counterattack against Mati Mukundo? Play Cyber Threat. Deck doesn't seem too fun. I think there's better decks to do it. Like I think we played one of these before in a Isla deck or something like that. Like one of the combo decks. It seemed much better. Oh yeah, if we run this first, we get this down. Now we can steal double Degree Mill. Autocorrect, you win. 7 points in hand. Oh, that's brutal. That's so brutal. Oh, that's wow. That what's it called? Cortex lock. They should make an emo device card. So I don't even know what subtype that is. Damn. All right. That's what we needed, right? And this is only a 40 card deck, so there's not even that many agendas in it. Like we've already seen 5 out of the deck, so there's 15 more. We had 1, so there's 14 more. So we were looking for like, you know, 3, 6. So there's 2 of these. Yeah, it's really hard to win with that stupid strategy we had. Needs more Wanton, maybe. Maybe a good stuff nat build. I think that's right. I could see that. I don't know even though if this is that good. Like, I just let that fire. Anarchs are hitting themselves with damage anyways. I don't think this is worth influence. There's a chance that we ran that with 3 cards though and we die, but it's pretty low. Fun game 8. Flip, thanks for the game. I'm just gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. We'll build a real quickly like a more reasonable nat deck. One that's like more, you know, the sort of thing that you probably thought it would be in the first place. I'll be right back. Hold on. So. Amped Up's a pretty cool card. Boo reasonableness, Pagos, what's up? Nah, we'll do something good. Let's build a deck. If you're just tuning in, how's it going? My name's Andre. We're trying to out Nat to some extent, and he has a lot of support cards. Let's try and get them all in one. We get 1 credit a turn. How good is that? I'm not excited about it. Okay, this is Nat. Is our collection good? Yeah, nice. So Nat has some support cards that we want to play. Big question with Nat is, what is our restricted card? If you play a really small deck and you play a lot of card draw, you can get through your deck really quickly, and that could be good. I think the one card that I wanted to try for sure was actually Safety First. Our maximum hand size will be 3, and if we draw a card for free. Now that's an issue actually because we draw up to 3 and that doesn't work. So what do we do? Respirocytes? I don't actually know what we would do here. How do you build a good Nat deck? What are the Nat support cards? What's good? So for sure you run Guinea Pig, right? So this card's really great. Trash your whole hand, get a lot of credits. That's good. You want to play that. Now also you would play the Decoder that I forget the name of. Yeah, Bookmark's probably not bad, right? Yeah, Patchwork is the other card we play for sure. So I've had some experience playing these low hand size decks, and one of the biggest issues, specifically if you're looking at Patchwork, is that if you want to get cards out of your hand, you're going to need to get cards out of your hand. And it's really hard. Like, generally you want to install or play them, but when you're playing cards that are unique like Patchwork, it just doesn't work out for you. So if you're playing Patchwork, it's good because it lets you throw out the other unique copies of cards, or it lets you throw out cards that you can't physically play right now. It also gives you more money out of Guinea Pig anyways, which is pretty great. Amped Up is still good. It's probably not terrible, but we got to figure out how we're going to make that work. Yeah, we got to make that work. Faust, if you don't tell your opponent. I don't even think Faust is good here, right? Faust is not a thing anymore. So we'll play 3 of that, I guess. We want that turn 1. I think we definitely want to play Sure Gamble. It's a good card. So from here we can play a restricted card. I know Remy was trying out Nat, and Remy was playing. You can also, there's like, excuse me, the other cards that help you with low hand size. What's the name of the program that came out for Nat? What's the decoder? Because I think that's the bigger reason why you'd play Nat, not because of Nat's ability. I don't remember the name right now. What is it? Cradle, thank you. It's Cradle, right? It's a good card. Breaks big code gates for a few credits. Kyle, how's it going? YouTube chat. It's a good card. It's 1 MU. It's like a more reasonable Yogg. If you're playing this, you probably want to play Ice Carver, maybe even Data Sucker, because there are limits to this, and you want to be able to blow up your hand really fast, so that's good. I'm also not convinced. Do you run 0? I don't even know. Like, how do we spend influence in this deck? This is also not a heap breaker, and heap breakers are really good with Nat on the basis that we're running Patchwork. I think we have to run 3 of these, but the other heap breakers are really good on the basis that you can throw them out with Patchwork and they're in the bin for sure. Yeah, maybe we do Mimic and Data Sucker and just do that. Now we gotta make sure for Purge it's not terrible. Cradle plus Fairy equals Baba Yaga? That's cool. That's really good, but if we're doing that, I don't think we play Nat. Zero seems fine if you go Ribs CV. But the thing is, like, 0 draws you a card. My Nat deck is published. It's called Moderate Success with Nat. Definitely room for improvement. I'll check that out, actually. The other card, that's the one that says if you have no cards in hand, you get an extra click a turn. That's okay. Especially okay if you play Magnum Opus, because it's just another credit a turn, or 2 credits a turn, which is pretty sweet. Magnum Opus is going to take a lot of MU, which is pretty bad if we have to play a Data Sucker. Let's get some Ice Carvers in here. Yeah, we could play Respirocytes and play with no cards in hand. Respirocytes is good with Clan Vengeance, because Respirocytes, when you empty your hand, when you play things like Guinea Pig, you draw a card, which is pretty sweet. Let's try that. Respirocytes. This is a weird card. Just like mentioning Baba Yaga. Yeah, no, I think Baba Yaga actually might be reasonable right now. So let's try 3 of these, I guess, which means we have to play Clan Vengeance, which means you probably run 0. You probably run 0. I just think this might draw a bit too much. Does Nat need damage protection? Well, the only thing that's bad for Nat, like, if Boom kills you anyways, you can always draw up to 4 cards if you're, like, really scared of single Scorched Earth. So that's not an issue. And by Scorched Earth, I mean whatever the new one's called, High Profile Target. Obokata's an issue. You consider running Film Critic. You could also just run Imp. Any of the new Criminal Breakers combo with Baba? No, not really. Yeah, one of them has good numbers on it, but you don't really need a Tycoon. You can just play Breach. It's probably better. Do you think of a deck with guns, bomb, drive-bys, and the general crim thing would work? It's not enough for a deck. You can put it all in one thing, though. It wouldn't be the worst. Zach is saying Stimhack. Yeah, Stimhack is actually really good. Yeah, I guess we play 0 because it's nuts. What do we play for card draw? We need our other breakers, right? So we can do like 2 or 3 paperclip. The thing is, like, if you run extra of these and you can't get them out with your hand with Patchwork, they're really bad. So maybe we just do that. We can play MK Ultra. We need to be able to draw into our cradle. Like, we need card draw. We do need card draw. This seems like it's an issue. Yeah, I've had worse. I don't even know, because that's a lot of card draw, and it's the opposite of what we want. What are we doing? I need to look at decks. I'm not doing that well at this one. Nats does. I don't know. Nat doesn't seem that exciting to me. I'm having a hard time coming up. So this deck, what's it doing? It's doing double Levy. Hacktivist, I think you need a current. They're only doing 1 Guinea Pig, which is wild. But they're doing Net Ready Eyes, which is pretty cool. Gets cards out of your hand. 2 meat damage. It's probably not bad. This is actually a really good include. They're also not running Cradle? What? And this is also a really good card. It gets cards out of your hand. I like this one a fair bit. I think we should be playing that. We also need money. I think we just want to play daily casts and all that other good stuff. I do like a lot of this. I wouldn't have thought of these. So Severnius, I think, is a really cool card. Even if you use it for moderate value, you can get cards out of your hand. It's probably worth 1. Street Peddler is probably not great, considering that we have such a small deck. Like, we're going to deck ourselves real fast, unless we play Levy. I think the Shadow Net is a good card just in the meta right now. I think that's pretty fine. I don't know. Maybe you can play that many Guinea Pigs. We want a current. Hacktivist is good too, but there's also a chance that we could just go play Rumor Mill. Rumor Mill is actually really good right now. It's not restricted anymore. It's still restricted? Oh, maybe it's restricted and not banned. Yeah, I'm getting that backwards. Stimhack's real good. What else do we want? Yeah, I like Net Ready Eyes. That seems really good at Cradle. I can't believe that they're not playing Cradle. Batman Nat doesn't really use Nat's ability. It's just a small deck. I run Injects plus Reclaim for some recursion of Cradles and Data Sucker. Oh yeah, Reclaim's a new card I've never tried. It's not a bad card. It gets a card out of your hand, 2 cards out of your hand, and it lets you install a card. That's not bad. If we want to play that, we probably want to play David's too. David might not make the most sense when it comes to Cradle, because Cradle is really good. But that's not a bad card at all. We're already at 40 cards. What are we doing? I guess we could run Titanium Ribs. We might as well at this point. Are they running 0? Yeah, they are. 5 influence left. Do we just jam 2 levies and call it a day? We have no multi-axis besides Severnius, which is not the best. Just see what it draws like, right? We also don't have daily cast or liberated accounts, which seems way too important to not have in a deck. Like, this card's just an absurd amount of money. David and Cradle are good friends. It lets you get through everything, which is really good. Oh man, it's so hard to build a small deck. Maybe Net Ready Eyes is better than Ice Carver. At least we can go 1-1. I don't know if this is necessary anymore. I don't know if we're ever going to have 0 cards in our hand. I don't know how you have 0 cards in hand. I guess this fires in the middle of 0. Like, if you trash your only card in hand, Respirocytes fires, and then you draw 2. Divide and Conquer Turning Wheel is crazy for multi-axis. That it is. Maybe, yeah. Maybe we want to do Turning Wheel. And then we would play... Wow, it's really hard to build a 40-card deck. Then we can run Data Sucker, I guess. Guinea Pig is almost as much money as Liberated. It's only 6 credits. 8 credits with Patrick. I don't think it's anywhere near. Career gets rid of extra cards in hand. That's true. That's not bad. Maybe we can do casts instead. But that's more cards, right? Let's get rid of that. It's 1 click instead of 5. Yeah, but it's not so much about the click efficiency. A lot of the time is just you need money up front because you're contesting like a Wayland or NBN and you just are worried about hard hitting news. If you zero with just an iPad worse in hand and 3 Spirit Sights, you just spend a click to draw 8 cards and gain credit. Yeah, that's like the best case scenario, but like I don't know that that's gonna happen that often. Yikes, we gotta cut 7 cards from this? I'm not often building. Man, never have I had less strong opinion on an ID than this one. Okay, let's see what this draw's like. Okay, so I think we get rid of one of these. We could also consider running Officer Frank, but it's probably overkill. With titanium ribs it happens. Yeah, I could see that. So this opening hand, what would we do? Install. Blow up our hand. We could do a 50-50. That's probably not good. Okay, this is good. Do we no? Yeah, we do that. We install this for cheap. And then we gain 3 credits next turn. We don't get any card draw though. Drop daily cast too slow. I think our deck is gonna specifically be kind of slow though. Like we just don't have enough economy. We literally have no economy in this deck besides 0 if we take out cast. 0 guinea pig gamble and stim hack if you want to call that economy. Like that's just not enough. Like I'd actually rather in some cases have something like a data folding there, but like we're gonna be using up a lot of our MU. This is not exciting. Cut a guinea pig? Yeah, we're gonna see how hard it is to get cards out of our hand. I don't know if I like Spirit Sights. It's worth testing, but I don't think I like it. Oh, my dude. How do we do this? I hard mulligan for Patchwork when playing Nat. That's a bulkier econ to defend some gambles. Yeah, I could see that. This card is like Blue Moose, right? 2 credits a turn is an absurd amount of money. And that makes you want to install cards, right? Or play cards. So that's why cast is a bit better. Flash forward unboxing. This is Nat. 50 arc ID. He's fine. It's fine. Like, this is a terrible hand. This is unplayable. Like, I don't know what you do here. You don't want to trash any of these cards. So, like, that's terrible. This, you can play that. I think you just try and play your hand, right? Gain a credit next turn, starting with... So we have 3 credits, so we draw once. Can't play that. Draw this. Can't play that. Draw that. Can play that. Don't get a credit. This is terrible. How do we do this? Just run by any means to get cards out of your hands. Yeah, then we probably run double levy. But like, you see those hands. Those hands are literally unplayable. By any means, it's actually pretty good with Clan Vengeance. Maybe we do need a... bookmark. Okay, what's this hand? We need to install that. Then we can't play this. So we install this. We mill one of these. That's bad. This hand. We have to play this before we can play. No, that's terrible too. These are really clumsy hands. This is the first good hand, right? You play Gamble, you play Patchwork, you play 0. That's a really good hand. And you play Guinea Pig throwing out Paperclip. Then next turn you hit 0 and you die. Now you draw 1. You install this, you die. You draw another. You need to install this too. Draw another. I think that actually is a good hand though, but that's like the best hand possible. Like we opened with Patchwork, Gamble, Console, and 0. I don't know what we're doing here. I think maybe we'll just play someone else's deck. I just don't see how you have an opening hand that's not terrible. This is a good hand, right? Gamble, this, draw a lot of cards. That's a good hand. Supplier to host cards, get a discount maybe. It's a lot of influence. We don't have that many targets. Like these all cost less than. But then we're just like, I don't know. If Cradle was Blorch, then the hands wouldn't feel as bad. Yeah, exactly. Like if Cradle was Blorch, we can just like blow through our hands. Which is super weird, right? Yeah, play Batman to get a feel for it, tweak to your taste. I think that's probably a good way to start. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I don't understand it. I understand. I think the other way we do is maybe play like Magnum Opus and then play Bookmark and then just play like a really slow control shaper basically that gets a credit per turn and the ability to blow your hand up and get like a big Savernius stim implant. So I think that's like okay. It's not exciting though because it's a Magnum deck. I think that's the only one that's here. Somebody said in chat that they had one. Oh, Jester had one. Ooh. Not running Cradle, right? Double indexing, Guinea Pig, Divide and Conquer is really good with Turning Wheel. But like, this can't possibly be better than this one's not damage, which is cool too, but this can't possibly be better than Fansight's cool. This can't be possibly be better than Val, right? That's a good hand though. Gamble, install this, trash that for that. That's really good. First, second, third, install, gain a credit. This one actually seems interesting. What does Divide and Conquer do? Divide and Conquer says run archives. If successful, access archives. After you access archives, access a random card from HQ and the top card of R&D, which is really good with Turning Wheel because we don't have a ruling on it yet, but it looks like you see 5 cards from HQ, 5 cards from R&D if you use Turning Wheel with 10 tokens. Nathaniel. Yeah, I don't get it. I think this deck is probably just a Clan Vengeance deck and nothing else matters. It just gives you a free credit in small deck so you can double levy and like just spam the Vengeances. It's probably what this one does. If you're just tuning in, my name's Andre. How's it going? Thanks for dropping by. That seems to be the consensus on Turning Wheel. Yeah, it looks like that's what people think. And I'd be surprised if it rules differently. Titan's a really fast deck, so we're going to have to go really fast. Luckily, we have a pretty good start. We're 1 card short of a really good start. Okay, so we need to go fast. This is a really strong tool against Titan, because if they use an Atlas, we have a chance to immediately remove it. So it looks like our play wants to be install this, install this. Oh no, this is perfect. This is a really good hand. Because you do this, you play the Clan Vengeance, you hit both of these cards. That's very, very good. Let's see how fast they go. And we're not very good at contesting our remote, but hopefully they slow down a wee bit. Ooh, this is a really good opening. So we play the Vengeance, we hit this, so we can choose now on where our damage goes. So we're gonna get a Clan Vengeance token. We want to get little cards in our hand. Oh man, that's quite the start actually. Maybe a 40 card deck is good enough, but I used to play these sort of archetypes, the more Clan Vengeance heavy ones in we're gonna get a credit next turn by the way. In Alice, because running archives puts on the pressure too. They have to ice it up and it slows them down because they can still rush out here. They could in theory buy out a out. But we're gonna have 2 CV tokens next turn when we use 0 to trash our MK Ultra. And we already have a paperclip in the bin, an MK Ultra in the bin by turn 2. Hopefully we find the 2 copies of Blorch in Black Orchestra, and then maybe we have a Mammon. What do we have? Yeah. 3 paperclip, 2 Black Orchestra, 2 MK Ultra. Drawing twice means they're panicking a bit, and this is good for us, so gonna get that free credit. It's cool that it automates us. It's like practice. What, that drew first? Why did that draw first? That is broken. Is that known? 3 Clippies is pretty normal game of droids. A lot of people are doing that to tech against Argus. A lot of people are playing 3 of every breaker. Why did that do that? It should not show us what we're drawing before we choose the damage. That's a broken interaction. That's actually a really huge advantage for the runner. So if we draw, we lose our credit. So getting rid of these cards are really hard unless we find a guinea pig. Hacktivist has very little value unless they install. It doesn't have no value. They can always score through it. It slows down largely their construction contract or whatever that thing is called. The one that lets them fast advance. I think we can play it. Otherwise we click for credits. That's a 2 credit swing. Maybe we don't play it. It gets a card out of our hand, but looks like we're going to be drawing a lot anyways. Maybe we just wanted to hit I've had worse there. Saves us like 2 clicks. I don't know. I don't mind the 3 Vanek breakers, especially if you're playing Patchwork. It's like not that big of a deal. And 0, like you just trash them anyways. Get them in the bin as fast as possible. Maybe we will draw 5. We can throw out some of the chaff. We got to go really fast, right? We don't have any like strong multi-axis, so that notoriety is really cute. I like that. I don't recognize his name. There's a lot of new people on JNet. It's pretty good. So if they dedicate this, if they do something like that, it's gonna be pretty rough for us. Wow, okay. That could be a big old Atlas. So hitting this into the bin really doesn't do anything. Could be an NGO front. Patrick Allen says it's a 4-cost console. No, it's not a bother. And it says, why is it doing that? That's how you get cards out of your hand, huh? So if it's a code gate, it's bad. That's the only one that's bad. Might as well go check it, right? Can't be an archer. If it's a barrier, we're fine. We can always recover with this. I don't even know if there's patchwork in the deck. Yeah, there is. You throw out a card, reduce the cost of an event or an install by 2. Let's run this. If it's an NGO front, we could consider playing the Hacktivist so that they mill a card. Enigma's gonna hit us hard anyways. Yeah, okay. I don't know what this possibly could be. It's probably Ortum, right? It's a mouseless, we can clear the tag to protect this, but we can always just fire this. That's an Enigma, so that's worst case scenario. So what do we want? This card doesn't matter that much. It does help a bit with Archer. We have another Levy in hand. This card's dead. This card's also useless. We can always guinea pig down our hand, so we lost 2 nat triggers. Yeah, we gotta hit Patchwork as fast as possible. It gets cards out of our hand. 2 cards for each play, which gets us down to nat value. This could easily big. Oh, actually, if they score this, they don't have a lot of money. I hope it is an NGO front. I don't know if a Fast Advance Titan deck would play an NGO front. It seems a bit too slow. A whole turn for money is not good. But if it is an Atlas, we just need to make this as big as possible. I think we'd actually install our next Clan Vengeance before hitting 0. This is a sort of game where we likely don't even levy. Oh, actually, we do have a really small deck. Maybe we do have to keep a levy around. We'll see. Just for the sake of chat. Oh, take 3. Oh, looks like it is an NGO front. Just for the sake, we're going to say what we're going to trash before so we don't get any extra information. Iconoclast, how's it going? First time watching anything NR related. Still shocked. Keep it up. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. So we're going to trash that. So if they play that, it looks like it's an NGO front, which they're not popping right now. So we can go ahead and play this. Installing Net Ready Eyes does 2 meat damage, which is kind of cute. But we could also go gain 6 credits, which seems maybe a bit more relevant. Then we have nothing to 0, which is pretty rough. We can also mill their whole hand, which has some value. We can mill the whole hand, run archives. But generally their game plan is on Atlas, and if we can make their Atlas tokens useful, that's probably a better control game. So maybe we can install this to draw a lot. Again, if we're playing the Levy, we have to play it through ShadowNet, and we want all the agendas we possibly can have in this matchup. If we play this, we hit 2 cards. Probably hit these 2, and then we draw. We don't need to play this. We're just trying to get, like, we get the extra credit, which doesn't seem that good. Let's just get some money, because we're going to have to break this for 3 pretty often. It's also hilarious that eventually we hit this, we draw 5 cards, and then we, like, get rid of everything. Dump their hand next turn with Clan Vengeance? Yeah, maybe we are playing a bit too cautiously. Also, we dump their whole hand. They can't res because of a Hacktivist, which is kind of cute. Alright, it's just a food. That's a restricted card. Always good to see that. So we could easily dump their whole hand. I don't see why we don't actually. We have another one going. We're never going to use 2 because we can't overdraw them. We got the Patchwork. So again, once per turn when you would pay for an install card, you may trash a card in your grip to lower the install cost by 2. So double guinea pig in hand is actually pretty shitty. And we do have this, which is really good. So that's our console. So we can play guinea pig, trashing our whole hand. So it says once per turn when you would play an install card, you may trash 1 card. So we can actually play this right now, which is pretty good. We're gonna get enough tokens next turn. I don't know if we get it. Yeah, we probably should play this. So Patchwork isn't implemented. It's probably better to wait for them to try and fast advance. It probably is, but we already have one, like, how many? They're only gonna score 2 Atlases before they win. Can always trash the guinea pig with Patchwork. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what we're gonna do. I just don't know whether we do this first. It adds no real value to this. I don't know if we're going to need this. There's very few cards. It's like mouseless largely. An archer, I don't even know if it matters. I have to do the math. 4, 5, 6. No, it doesn't matter, I don't think. So I'm just going to click for 2 extra. I don't know if we need NRE. So we play Patchwork, throwing out a card. Because we would have thrown out a card anyways. So this gives us 10. So we should be at 11, right? Or 10, sorry. We actually could wait 1 to like also hit their mandatory draw. That's probably the most value we'll get. We can wait here. We have all our breakers. We have everything. NRE first? I don't know if we need to NRE. Yeah, we probably might as well have, because we're going to throw it out anyways. There's no reason not to, you're right. Yeah, that was stupid. There's no reason not to. We just throw out 2 other things. Yeah, then we could hit everything here. Net ready and clear hand, yeah. Yeah, we throw out net ready for no reason. You're totally right. It would be more damage. We could mill the whole hand here. That'd be fun. Also, the problem is like we need our Shadow Net to levy, which means if we never get an agenda, we just can't. I still think we could win though without levy. We probably don't need it. It would be nice though. Also, running HQ is probably nice. We have all our breakers. We also want to get our breakers on the table before we levy. Okay. Why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that? We get a nat credit second time a turn. The game, I mean. 0. Hits that. We draw that. I don't know what's going on here. The problem is also with our, like, we lost a fair bit of credits. Oh, we can also throw out a card here to reduce this cost by 2, but these cards are worth more to us than that. What is this? I'm not scared of boom or anything. Completely missed it in your bin. Oh, shit. No matter what, though. I don't know. I don't know what this is. We died a snare. There's the reconstruction contract. Okay. If they had a dedication, they can fast advance that piece. So we need to trash this. Just gaining credit. We'll start next turn with 4. And once they mandatory draw, we can mill everything. That's really rough. Okay, now what do they do? Ice Archives? And as soon as they start drawing, like this one also gets really powerful. And a lot of their deck is based on combo pieces, things like Audacity, Biotic Labor. So this is a really strong turn. Silo, yeah. I feel you. It's always a terrible feeling losing 6 cards out of nowhere. What ice? Yeah, they'd have to draw. They'd be like draw, install. And now running HQ is also really good. We don't have Turning Wheel any multi-access. We play Paywall, okay. Well. Do we even play this? Yeah, we probably do. We could throw out a stim hack to reduce the cost by 1 or by 2. Then we have to draw first anyways, it doesn't matter. That's a Shadow Net, so we don't want to hit this with damage. I think we should go get an agenda. So the Shadow Net's online. Also, this turns out the current really quickly if there's an agenda in here. Yeah, we choose what to lose to damage, but I'm considering whether I think the 2 credits are more important than the damage right now. So we hit we hit a biotic, 2 biotics in Audacity, and double Cyber Dex Fire Suite. It's not actually gonna matter to our deck. We have an agenda for sure, but I want to get a hostile. Like I don't want to forfeit this one. So we could install this one, reducing it by 2, or we could just take the damage. I think we'll just take the damage. We don't need the counters that fast. Oh, Notoriety is probably playable. That's also something we can forfeit to Shadow Net for sure. Ah, fuck, we're not getting that credits. That was wrong. You probably should have just installed that. Install draw. Okay. Having so few cards in hand does not feel good. We just have so few options that either the deck plays itself because you're top decking the right play. It's like Hearthstone, right? So we can install this, trashing that, installing it for one, and then hitting this. I think this card's actually pretty good. If they score an Alice, I don't care. Puts them down to 2 credits. I think we run HQ here. Might as well 0 first. Again, we don't need the second Clan Vengeance. Oh, that's really good too. We could throw out the paperclip here to get 2 more credits with Patchwork. It's good. Get a single here. Again, 5 card trash. We can install a paperclip here. Actually, I don't think there's any reason to do it. We can just run archives. Or run R&D, excuse me. Again, we can take a tag if this is a Mouseless. We could also just break it though. It's a Beanstalk. That's a good draw for them. If they score an Atlas here again, we're not really scared. As soon as they use the counter, they're going to lose everything. We know 1 card in hand. Looks like they're going... Oh, we're giving them credits too. I totally forgot. Alright, they got the Atlas. They're on 5 points, so like some bad draw with Audacity into something else is going to be rough. So we're going to run every single Central server. Let's run R&D first and see how it goes. We can notoriety up. Maybe this Clan Vengeance matters. I doubt it. They're on 3 Cyberdeck Fire Suite. That's wild. I haven't seen that. League Arms Factory, that's a pretty bad draw for them. We can let them have that. So now we probably just draw once. The thing is, if we 0 now, we're back into the bad spot where this card's actually definitely good. We know 1 card in hand. We know it's a Beanstalk. I think we just, yeah, I guess we lose the notoriety. It sucks. Yeah, they really don't like that, right? Oh man, this card's not good either. Actually, no, this is fine. It trashes this card, which is good. Good. Nat value, right? And none of these work with Patchwork. So they draw the 1 card we know. So it's impossible for them to score out because, well, they probably have 2 Audacity, maybe even 3 Biotic. So now we know the 1 card they drew. We can get into the remote server for sure. They can't even Biotic, they don't have enough credits. It's like a good R&D multi-access would be great. Yeah, now when we're 0, we draw more, but I think actually we want this. So I think we install the Clan Vengeance, not using Patchwork, so that we just draw from our Spear Sights, and then we can consider hitting that one with the 0. So that's the card we know. It's either the 1 unknown card that we lose to, or the gun dealer, which is not a risk I think we can take. So our Spirit Flights hits our Mammon. I don't think we want Mammon in this matchup. Everything else is cheaper. Actually, Mammon gets through Enigma for... No, it's just expensive. Can they ever FA if you keep CV around? Yeah, they can. They well, if they like... They can just Audacity out of nowhere, right? I think we just gamble run this. That notoriety actually would look pretty sweet right now. Rising Archer would be bad. So I think this is definitely the other one. We could have considered throwing this out actually to draw a card. To save 2 credits. But I think, yeah, then we would draw another card. That's probably right. We didn't get Patchwork value this turn. It's a mistake. Yeah, it's a factory. Do we want them to res that? They're at 9 credits exactly. Oh, this is really bad. We might actually lose this. This doesn't work with Patchwork. You keep hearing Patchwork every time I say Patchwork. New card in server 1. Don't know what this is. Don't know what that is. Oh, they're bioticking? Wait, no, you can't biotic. Wait, we have cyber. You can't. I can interrupt that, my friend. After you use Atlas, we can use Clan Vengeance to trash it. Yeah, there's no window to do that. Oh man, they just ripped it and like just played it real fast. Yeah, you can't do that. So as soon as they use the Alice token before they spend a click, we can react. So we'd obviously use the Clan Vengeance right there, but they drew the Atlas and they just granted Biotic, so that's unfortunate. Oh no, that's fine. It's not a big deal. Okay. So they had the Atlas. They just did not wait for us. Yeah, it's way too late now. I know, no worries. You saw it. You know, they were waiting for it. They're like, let's draw. And they went. And yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's like the card we wanted the whole game, right? Don't worry about it. No big deal. Yeah, but so before you spend a click, there's a paid ability window. So you always have to ask anything you want to do. I think you need to levy somewhere in there, so you're looking fine. Yeah, we definitely levy, right? And the thing is, like, we play levy for free, right? Which is pretty good. We'd forfeit this to levy, but we definitely need to levy for sure. This is also kind of a nombo with levy, because for a second you have no cards in hand, but then you immediately shuffle it in, which is a bit unfortunate. But that's that. Man, I don't like that. Sorry about that. Hey, no big deal. Really, no big deal. Just thanks for the game, eh? Oh man, not sure I like it. I think I'd be more excited to play Jester's version, which is this one, right? TAS. So we got maybe like 5 or 6 credits from that, maybe a bit less actually. I might have said on the stats, but I don't know. I'm not overwhelmed. Like, you could play this in anybody and have like probably a better time doing it. Anywho, it's 11:42. All the CV decks going around, and Malia looks better. Yeah, Malia is a pretty cool card. I think Malia is a fine card regardless. I'd even consider playing Spark, right? Like, Spark is not a bad ability. CTM with Malia, turn 1, it's really brutal. If someone installs a Liberated, sometimes you just lose the game. I like Malia a lot. I also like Restore a lot. I think Restore is an underrated card. Restore for, like, Biovault seems like a dirty turn. You do Restore, Advance, Advance. It's such a good turn. Yeah, Restore is good. Yeah, that's all for tonight. Sorry that was a bit anticlimactic. I think I need to prepare decks a bit more before this stream, specifically. Because the ones we build on stream sometimes aren't that great, and I don't like it. I don't know, I think maybe we're walking into a trap here with Nat, because Nat specifically isn't, like, my jam. But, we'll see. New criminal stuff is really good. That's the big thing. It's like, I've been playing mostly criminal with the R&R box. Like, I have my Liza deck. I want to play Tag Me and non-Tag Me deck. Respiro Sights gives you an extra draw on Levy, dumb brick, but it shuffles it immediately. Because if you say Levy, it says, like, it gives you before you, it definitely gives you before you Levy. Like, let's see what Levy says, right? Levy says, shuffle your grip and heap into your stack. So you draw a card. Wait, yeah, maybe you're right. Shuffle your grip and heap. I've been doing this wrong the whole time. Shuffle your grip and heap into your stack. So now you draw a card, but there's nothing to draw. No, wait, that's not wrong. Maybe you do draw a card with Levy. Maybe I am wrong. Yeah, that's part of the fun, you playing silly decks. Yeah, it's just better when they work, right? And that generally takes a bit more tuning. It would have been cool if we could actually get one Fear the Masses to work. But yeah, I guess milling 11 cards, you shouldn't expect to win on that. Not a lot of people are playing like legit 5/3s that aren't like strongly defensive. Like, we couldn't steal a Bacate, but food's also not that great. That's largely it for today. We'll be back next week. If you're in Montreal. We have at BD Cosmos, there's like 4 game night kits in the same event, so come by. You'll definitely get prize support. It's almost impossible not to. That is this Saturday at BD Cosmos in Laval. Otherwise, next weekend, if anybody knows about this, because I don't actually know the answer, next weekend is the regional in Toronto. And I know Toronto has problems getting copies of Rain and Reverie, and I kind of reached out lightly. I don't know what the ruling is. You're seeing a lot more tournaments show up saying that, like, by the way, because Rain and Reverie is really hard to get a hold of, that they allow you to proxy Rain and Reverie, which I think is the right thing to do. Either you ban it, which seems less fun for that, like, 5% that has a box, or you just allow anybody to proxy it, which seems like the most fun. So I actually don't know for the regional in Toronto what they ruled at, because I know a lot of Torontonians don't have that box, which seems like an issue. But we got like 5 or 6 people coming down from Montreal, so if you're around there, so be it. I know Rochester has a regional really soon, and then Montreal's is in like 3 weeks. It's not this week, it's not next week. That'll be Toronto. It's the week after that. So drop by if you can. A friend was playing a Tag Me Liza with surveillance last night. It was wild. Installed 2 paparazzis. Yeah, that's the big issue. Is like currently the problem with Liza Tag Me is specifically high profile target, the new meat damage card, and you could do paparazzi and then play like maybe even dummy box, but largely you'd be playing Fall Guy and Wires Net Pavilion. But like that card's so cheap to play, I'm convinced that you just like credit trash, credit trash, credit trash, and you're probably even playing too big to fail. So you just too big to fail, you trash all their cards, and then they eventually die. It's really hard for them to win fast enough. There hasn't been an official post for the event. Proxies are allowed probably. Oh, perfect. That's good to hear. Yeah, they need to do an official post soon. I think Dummy Box is only good if you have a really big hand, and that means you have to play Obelisk, which means you're not playing... It's also 3 influence, but that means you're not playing Paragon, so I don't know what you do. Played some Liza tonight at a weekly meetup. Not Tag Me. It felt a little lackluster unless you found the right cards. That's what I found with Liza, is like, if you find the right cards and you play Not Tag Me, it can be really gross. But what happens in a lot of games is I drew the... Like, I have a non-Tag Me deck, and then I just draw a bad opener, because I don't basically draw into my turn 1 into... what's it called? A crash space, and then I just decide to go Tag Me. And let me tell you, if you play Bankroll, it's actually really good because they can't close your accounts. The problem is you have to like keep their money down to some extent so that you don't lose to psychographics if you're playing against NBM, but then you do have a problem against Wayland with Kill. But I don't know, I've been finding Tag Me Liza much more fun than anything else, but then I don't know, your resources get trashed a lot of times. My Tag Me Liza is big on Corporate Grant and Doof to prevent the trashing with Wireless Net Pavilions. Yeah, actually, Corporate Grant is pretty cool with Wireless Net Pavilion and everything like that. That's the problem. High profile target is really tough. Either play your Ogniv Mercs or play Paparazzi and protect it with your life. I think your Ogniv Mercs is probably better with all the Fall Guy stuff because it's way easier to protect. Because you just install any resource and then it's good. It's 2 influence though. Counter Surveillance is influence. If you're playing Obelisk, it's influence. I think you want Obelisk. It's way too good. Anywho, that's all for tonight. Thanks for dropping by. Played a lot of Anarch today. Almost entirely Anarch. Good luck if you have tournaments. Store championships I think are over, but game night kits and regionals. And hopefully see you next week.